And we are live. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another live stream here on the Film Stock channel. Not just an ordinary Q&A, not just we sit here and answer your questions for 2 hours. No. We're talking, as Cam's shirt says, Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 spoilers heavy. Spoiler warning, if you guys haven't seen it. There's already 163 of you in here. So hi, everybody. We are here to talk spoilers. We're getting into it. We're answering all your questions. Cam, go ahead.
I'd like to start the stream out with a moment of silence.
Okay.
For our fallen soldier.
Yeah.
Our hero. The love of my life. Eddie Munson. So, a brief moment of silence, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you.
Cheers to Eddie.
Yep. Cheers to Eddie Munson. May he forever rest in peace.
Cool.
My goodness. 235 people in here. Guys, I got to take a picture of this. This is a record. This is so cool. Welcome in if you guys are new here. Feel free to say hello. But Cam and I are here to answer your questions. We're doing a full-on spoiler discussion of Stranger Things 4 Volume 2. We have 300 people in here now, so welcome in. Make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to guarantee that we get to your question, comment, concern, Super Chat's the way to go. There is so many people in the chat. I'm going to try to get to as many of these as I can, but that is going to be the way to go. Cam, let's get into this thing.
Let's go.
All right, so I know there's a bunch of people in here earlier, but we're just going to kind of go with the flow. So let's see. First up, we got hashtag justice for Eddie. I agree, and I want to talk about something. This is going to be a very sporadic live stream. We're not doing a review. We're going all over the place. I want to say this. We should have got the Eddie funeral.
I just read a thread on Twitter about how Eddie's death was extremely unnecessary. He honestly died for nothing. He didn't need to distract the bats for any longer than he did because they died 2 seconds later.
Yeah.
And they just killed him because the Duffer Brothers wanted to kill a big character.
That's actually pretty valid because honestly, I think we were talking to somebody. They made a point. They were like, there was really no point for, I think it was Jenna. She was like, there's no point for him to turn around. They had to kill somebody and they were like, we can't kill Steve because the fans will delete their Netflix accounts. That's kind of where we're at right now. So that's kind of why
I'm deleting my Netflix account. So.
Yeah. Anyway, we're just going to get through the chat as many as we can. Who's happy Steve's alive? This guy right here. The babysitter.
I'm happy too.
If you guys watch our reaction, I was terrified he would not make it for a second.
There's
Terrified.
415 people.
Wow. That's surreal. That really is surreal. If you guys are in here, drop a like, say hello.
Do your mods know that you're live? So
Yeah, I told him. Yeah. Let me make sure that I sound okay. Do we sound okay? Sometimes we don't. Let's see. Do we sound all right? Cam, feel free to answer any.
Yes. We cried for Eddie, violently cried. We both have our reactions. We both have our reactions to the show, on our respective channels. Chris has a reaction. I have my reaction. I violently sobbed. You have a super chat.
Oh, wow.
I violently sobbed. It was bad.
Mm-hmm. It was basically like watching, and I can say this because we've been dating for 5 years. I've watched Cam suffer through loss of pets, and it was it wasn't on that level, but it was you were close.
Yeah.
I was worried for a second there.
The brain struggles to differentiate between real and fake. So when you get really attached to a fictional character, it's very hard for your brain to understand that they're not real. So.
Absolutely. So the difference between me and Cam, if you watch our reaction, is we're different types of criers. She was crying, bawling.
I can't hold my face well.
Yeah.
If something upsets me, so I was sobbing like a baby. Chris is a little bit more reserved.
Yeah. And for me, I kind of just tear up. And if you watch it, there are tears flow to my eyes. I think that I consider that crying for media because crying in a real life, situation, when I get really bad news or something really sad happens or I get injured,
which doesn't really,
that's a type of cry. But then this is more of a tear up. I'm really sad inside, but
couldn't be me.
I don't cry, but I still cry, if that makes sense.
Could not be me.
Yeah. But we have a super chat from Jason Carr, the man, the myth, the legend. Cheers to Eddie. Rest in peace. Thank you so much for the super chat, Jason. You're an absolute legend. We're going to get to we're going to scroll through. We have another super chat from Arthur, a legend, saying, can't stay about to finish season 3. Well, yeah, you want to get the hell out of here then you not get spoiled, Arthur. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know you said you were watching season 2, ep 7 recently. I saw your DM. So absolutely, that's awesome, man. Let me see if I have any more. Sometimes the super chats don't pop up. Well, let me just see.
If they're less than $3, I don't think they show up on the top of your thing.
Yep. But thank you guys so much for being in here. I like this one. Question. theory. When Will says he won't stop till he takes everyone, does this mean Vecna won't die? Like, what do you think Will means by that? He won't stop till he gets everyone.
I think he says that because that's what Vecna thinks. Like, that's what Vecna's like plan is. But like, I'm sure next season they'll figure out a way to stop him.
Absolutely. And like, they did the typical thing in this season. I'm not like complaining about it because I knew it was coming, but they did the same exact thing where it's like, okay, we have a little resolution. The villain's quote dead, and then they're still lingering. They come back. It's like we've done that for 2, 3, and 4, but I think that's okay.
Yeah, they kind of do that every season. It's just that this time it's with a new villain, which is what makes it interesting. I think I had a theory going into Volume 2 that Vecna wouldn't like Vecna. They would think that they killed Vecna, but they didn't, and that kind of was true.
Yeah. So there you have it. I think that I'm going to do a way too early death predictions, and Will may or may not be on that list, but I'm going to have that video soon.
No way.
Sebi says, what did you guys think of Jason's gruesome death? I want your thoughts, because you don't have to go full on your Jason take if you don't want to, but
I have a hot take about Jason. I actually don't think he's as much of a villain as everyone wants to make him out to be. Like, first of all, I think Angela is definitely way, way, way more of like a hateable character than Jason. I think Jason, although his actions are like intense and like wrong, obviously, like I think he is valid because him and Chrissy were in love. Like, they were actually totally fine. And before she died, he was just like a regular, like kind of annoying jock. But then when she died, like the love of his life died. And when in the 80s, like when you were dating someone in high school, like the odds of you marrying that person were like pretty high. So the love of his life like died, and she didn't just die, she was brutally murdered. And to his knowledge, like the murderer was like on the loose. And there was like no justice for his girlfriend. So like it sucks that he was like hunting Eddie and stuff, and it sucks that he like got in the way of Lucas like helping Max, and he's basically the reason Max is dead. But I think like especially prior to Volume 2, like I don't think Jason's as bad as a guy as everyone makes it out to be.
That's valid. I feel like I'd go pretty crazy if you died.
Yeah, I would actually. I said this before. I was like, I would be pissed if I died and I was like brutally murdered and he didn't incite riots.
I think he was projecting on the cult though.
Yeah,
like, 100%.
That's how everyone was in the 80s. So like that's fair. Like he wasn't insane because that was like a common thought.
Yeah, so like I wasn't like happy, but I was like, oh, he died. I was honestly the reason I was like, it was like another body kick to the body.
It was a cool way to kill him because it was just kind of like, whoa.
It was a combination of Darth Maul and Thanos snapping. He got basically cut in half and then disintegrated away. We got Lewis in the house. Shout out Lewis. Thank you for the super chat. I'm never recovering from Volume 2. I don't think Cam will be recovering from that either, so you're not alone. But yeah, there's so many in the chat. I
would say stay at the bottom and like people will just have to retype if they need to.
Yep. So we're gonna do it. Ewan's in the house. Let's see, Cam. When are you playing Master of Puppets?
I don't think I ever could, and now honestly, the song makes me sad. So.
Yeah. Dude, that is so sick. Like you and I saw you doing it on the live. Keep shredding, dude. I love that. That makes me hype when I see you shredding the guitar. Braden loves movies. Shout out Braden, supporter of the channel. I think respectfully they should have kept Max dead. Kayla's performance was ruined when she came back. I don't think the performance was ruined because I think that it was still phenomenal through and through, but I think they should have kept Max dead because now she's maimed for life.
Max is my favorite character. Yeah. Like my all-time favorite character, and she has been since season 2 pretty much. And it hurts me to say this, but like I'd rather them, if they're gonna Vecna her, like either kill her off and like keep her dead, or like don't touch her at all. It was kind of weird when like 11 like force healed her. Like I was kind of shocked a little bit. I thought that she was dead, and I was. And like, to be honest with you, to my knowledge, we haven't seen that kind of ability in the show yet. We haven't, but also,
so they can write whatever they want.
To be fair though, 11 did just reach her full powers in this episode. So, but I'm kind of confused. I think the scene where like 11 spins the bottle and she ends up in like that black area, like she's like screaming Max's name. I interpret that to be Max's brain dead, personally. Yeah. But I also, I was talking to my friend Emma, and she had a cute little fun little theory. So like when Vecna kills people, it's been told, like someone said that like he like absorbs them. That was said in the show. And so like if he was Vecna-ing Max, like doesn't a part of Max exist in Vecna? Maybe. So maybe like when they kill Vecna, then Max comes back.
That is a damn good theory right there. This is one that was speculating before, and I want your take on it. Do you think that like possibly early season 5, Will bites the dust and Vecna inherits his body? What do you think of that theory?
I don't know. It depends on where Vecna is now.
Okay. Valid. I agree, Lewis. The music this season was absolutely immaculate. Is Max dead? Let you take the floor on this one. Yeah.
It's hard to say. Like, no, because she's breathing. But she, to my knowledge, is paralyzed and blind. And she's in a coma, and she may or may not be brain dead. So
yeah, it's messed up. It really is. I think she will live, but here's the thing I'm wondering. This is for the Marvel fans out there. I know that people hate the comparisons, but like, I'm just gonna make it, and I don't care. They could pull like a Peggy Carter type situation where this character is like bedridden and they die mid-season as like a motivating point. But to me, what's the point of keeping her alive at all?
What's the point?
That's the thing. Unless there's contract negotiations behind the scenes that we don't know about, I don't know why, even keep her alive. Excuse me. We have a super chat from Ben. What's good, Ben? Excuse me. I was already upset during the episode, but Caleb's acting genuinely shook me.
Yeah.
Like, hats off to him. He did amazing. They're all amazing. You want to go, and then I have a point about his acting too.
Yeah, I was gonna say Caleb just did a really, really good job. Like, there's just some crying in shows and movies where it's like you can tell they're acting and it's not very convincing, but like the way he was screaming, like really, really screaming, that's how I feel like I would act if someone was dying in my arms. Like,
I'd be hyperventilating. When
he was like screaming Erica. Same thing with Gaten when it came to Eddie. Like, Gaten was like drooling and stuff, and like
literally
snot was coming out of everywhere, and like that's, I feel, very accurate.
Yep, absolutely.
That's how I would feel.
To me, the best part of his performance, as great as it was to see him, breaking down and crying, which that probably was the best part. No one's really talking about the fact that when Max was like seeing Vecna, but Vecna had possessed Lucas in her like vision, he was doing a great job of like gaslighting her, like as Vecna. That was like scary good because we've never seen that side of like that of Lucas as a character. He was literally like approaching her. He was like, "You wanted him dead, Max? You wanted Billy to die?" Like, I had chills thinking about it.
Hats off to Caleb McLaughlin.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's see. All right, let's see. Favorite song from Volume 2 from Alex. I love this question. I'll let you go first.
I like Master of Puppets. I like songs with a lot of good guitar moments. But I really like the version that they use of Separate Ways. It's like, it gets me really hype. So I like that quite a bit. I will never be able to listen to When It's Cold, I'd Like to Die ever again. Because all it does is make me cry.
Oh yeah, and there's a callback from season 1 too, which is just hurts even more.
Someone had a fun little reach of a theory, which I obviously don't think it'll be true. But when the song played for the first time in season 1, it was when I forgot. It's not for Will, actually. It's for something else. But basically, long story short, the theory was that like Eddie's not dead. He's alive in the Upside Down.
So I want to talk about that because there's a question right here. It says, theory, do you think they might do a plot twist with Eddie like in season 5 something will happen with Eddie? I want him to stay dead. I know like it sucks.
You want him back? Yeah, that's how much I miss him already.
I mean, I miss him too, but like let's try and
the same connection to him that I do.
Try and pitch how you bring him back. I'm curious.
Any way possible. He has a twin. I don't care.
He's okay. Let's just say this.
Get 11 in there. Revive him.
The dumbest theory was that he was 10 because it made the hair color didn't make sense because someone said they had a buzzed haircut at one point.
Get 11 in there and force heal his ass and bring him back.
Literally, I agree completely.
I'm so mad.
I just want to take a moment real quick before we continue. There's 650 people in here. That is an absolute record for this channel. And I wanted to say from the bottom of my heart, thank you guys so much for being here. It really means the world. Hope you check out some of my other content. I do non-Stranger Things videos as well. Check out Cam. All of our stuff is linked down below. Go subscribe, follow her on our social medias. Let's keep having fun. We're going to be here a while, having fun, answering your questions. I'm trying to get to as many as I can in the chat. If you want to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern, super chat is the way to go. It pops up. I'll be able to click it right there and answer the questions. Also a way to help support the channel. We just hit 35K. You guys are killing it. I like, frankly, I lose words and it's overwhelming at times with the support that you guys have shown lately. It makes me just happy. And there's now 679 people in here, which is absolutely insane. Thank you guys. Make me a little emotional. So thank you guys for being here.
Make him cry.
And there's 679 people in here. Let's get 679 likes. Hit that like button if you guys are in here, and we're gonna keep on keeping on. All right, trying to get to as many as we can. I really like the Steve shirt. Thank you. Do you remember the company we got this from?
Oh, Firefly Shop.
Shout out them. All right, is Vecna confirmed to be the finale big bad, or is something bigger lurking in the shadows?
I can only assume.
Yeah, there's 666 people in here. That's kind of demonic for Vecna.
Rest in peace, Eddie.
Rip Eddie, yeah.
I
think 100% Vecna's the big bad. There's nothing else lurking. I think they've set up the villain to the point where like he is quote unquote the end game, and that's just how I feel. So he's the end game villain. He literally said this is like the beginning of the end. Like, so there's just no way.
Yeah, I think him disappearing after they knocked him out of the Creel house shows that he's coming back.
100%.
I think maybe we'll split with him and the Mind Flayer maybe next season.
Absolutely, I concur fully. Let's see. Looking through the chat here. My goodness gracious, you guys are out. You're out here killing it with support. All right, let's just try and find one here. Looking for one. Do you think Will have a bigger part in season 5?
Yes. Yep. I think them doing the fun little like him touching the back of his neck thing shows that he's definitely going to play a bigger part in season 5. And the Duffer Brothers said that in season 5 we'll find out why the Upside Down is stuck on the day that Will disappeared, and it'll be a big part of the season.
Absolutely.
So he will definitely be a big part of
I agree. And like I think I was talking to a friend and they made a point, it might have even been you. Will wasn't in Hawkins on purpose because he has such a deep connection to like the Upside Down of Vecna already. It would have been really hard to like write around that.
The minute he like went into Hawkins, he was like, yeah, ever since I got back here, like I've already been able to kill him. So
absolutely. We have my favorite character in the show in the chat. Steve's in the house. Thank you for coming by. Congrats on making it through the season. What do you think of me telling Nance how I feel and then she doesn't say anything and stays with Jonathan? Honestly, I feel sick for you, man. I really do, Steve. I feel sick to my stomach for you. I'm a Stancy guy, not a Jancy guy. I see these Jancy Twitter accounts and they're like, it took one scene for them and it took the whole season for Stancy and Jancy wins. And I'm like, I don't know about that. I wouldn't be so confident in that. This guy's Jonathan kind of a bum at the end.
I'm lying. Also a Stancy.
Lying?
Fan.
I mean.
However, what did you expect when you expressed your love to a girl that is in a relationship? I don't know what to tell you.
I mean, you never know.
But I do think Jonathan sucks. Like, he is still lying to her face, and that really irks me.
It makes me sick, but
718.
Hey. You guys are crazy, man. I thank you so much. I love you guys 3,000 for being here. I feel bad because I'm used to trying to get into everything in the chat. It's going so fast right now. I'm just trying to scroll through as many as I can. Again, super chat. It is the way to go. I will be able to see it, and I will be able to answer that question. So if you want to guarantee I get to it, that's the way to go. Any support would help. All right, let's see. You see any that look interesting to you? They're going so fast. I'm trying to find one.
You're scrolling so fast. I can't read that fast.
Yeah, do you think Eddie could pull a Hopper? I don't, respectfully.
No, because we really saw his lifeless eyes.
Yep.
And it was really traumatizing, so.
Absolutely.
I would love it though. I genuinely would not complain.
Let's address this. How are they going to do a time jump, but they left on a little bit of cliffhanger? Very curious as well.
They always leave on cliffhangers. Every single season, it's always everything's wrapped up pretty much. And then there's a little bit of a tease for what's going to come next season. Every single season they do it. They do it in season 2, where they have a snowball dance, and then we go into the Upside Down. We see the Mind Flayer still alive. Same thing with season 3, and now with season 4, we get whatever the hell is going on in Hawkins at the very end. And honestly,
the merging.
The only real cliffhanger is like Hawkins is in ruins, and now people like have to evacuate. Or they don't have to.
The thing to me is like when it showed the sky, it was like the threat was imminent. Like it felt like I felt like the threat was coming in the next few days. So if they go a year, like Hawkins will be abandoned, like when we went to the filming locations.
Well, who knows if there is going to be a time jump? They might not even do one, because I remember when I read the article, the Duff Brothers were like, "Oh, we're thinking about it because like our kids are really old. Ideally, we would have filmed the seasons back to back, but like that just wasn't possible."
Fair.
So they might just not do it. Like that's very, very possible.
Absolutely, it is.
Because they haven't written season 5 yet.
No, they haven't, and that's the thing. Like, when is it coming out? My guess is like 2 years from now, which sucks to say out loud, but I think that's the way it's going to be.
They could push it out in less than 2 years because that's what they did with between seasons 1 and season 2.
Mhm.
It's just the only thing is that visual effects takes a while.
You're valid
at this point, especially at this point in the show.
You're valid.
That means they gotta get it out. If they wanted to get it out within or less than 2 years,
They got to film by the end
they
of
have
this
to
year.
start filming now.
Yep, got to start filming in like the next few months, which I don't think they start filming until January. I mean, it takes a while to write these shows, and this is the final season. Like, we might not. Damn me for saying this. Maybe 2025. Like,
I just want Eddie back. You know, you can just hit the thing that says new comments, and it'll take you down the bottom.
Oh wow, we have a super chat in here. Wow, thank you so much.
What is that not?
Cheers from Norway. I was gut wrecked and admit I felt some tears several times. Eddie should have lived. Did he really give more time? Binged all seasons these last days. Loved some cliches, but that was kind of the point. Yeah. Thank you so much for the super chat. You really don't know how much that means. That means the absolute world. Thank you. Never had a super chat from Norway, so thank you for that.
It's a Norwegian.
Yeah, I absolutely agree. Eddie should have lived. I think Cam will agree with you too. It's really sad that he had to go. We binged as well. You binged all the seasons leading up to it. That's pretty sick, honestly. I think I have a friend, Arthur, who's doing that right now. Some cliches, yeah, you know, the fake death thing is the only thing that I don't like in media when they fake out with Max, but like, what can you do?
Honestly, the performances were so good, I'm willing to overlook it.
I'm not going to lie, you guys. Let's talk about this right now. I've never felt like a real life fear. Like when I saw a character getting her bone snapped and she was a main. Like genuinely, if you watch our reaction, there was like a fear inside of us. Like it was so unsettling and borderline disturbing. Seeing her arm snap, her leg snap, it was sickening. And I'm really like, it was ballsy of them to even keep her. But like the fact when she said, I can't see or feel anything, that like sent a shiver down my spine, like a genuine chill down my spine. And
it made me sob viciously.
It was tragic. Rest in peace, Eddie. I agree. Do you think Max will make a comeback? 50-50. Flip a coin on it right now, honestly.
I feel like, honestly, a big part of it was like Sadie Sink doesn't know if she wants to come back. Because I've seen a lot of rumor on Twitter that she's like getting a bunch of movie deals lately. Yeah. So she might like not want to come back to the show.
Damn.
But then again, that's also hard to believe because like seeing Sadie Sink talk about the show and how much she loves the cast. I don't know. Who's to say?
Anyway, all this to say. All right, let's see. I like this question right here. Unpopular opinion. Do you agree Nancy shouldn't get with Steve? She keeps playing with Jonathan and Steve while she is dating either of them. Steve has grown so much without her. He should find someone else. I think that it's hard for him because as a high school boy, that was like in my opinion, that was like his first true love, right? And so it's hard to move on from that. Obviously, you and you're my first true love.
I'm Nancy.
Yeah. But like when he was like, you know, there's this one part I was leaving out when he was talking about, you know, how he wanted to go on these trips with his kids and everything. Like, I was like, damn, I don't know how as Nancy, respectfully, she sees anything in Jonathan at this point. And I think they should touch on that in the offseason. They should touch on that in the offseason.
She doesn't see Jonathan. She doesn't know that he's a fucking stoner.
Yeah, it's just like he doesn't really care about you as much as, I don't know. It's a little weird. I think, I don't know. It's tough. Do you think Brenner deserved more chances? No. And I was actually someone who sat on a stool, a pedestal, but that's not the same. Before the season started, I got out here and I was like, yo, I think, honest to God, Brenner's going to have a heroic redemption arc. And I was completely wrong about that, which is fine. He ended up dying. And I'm glad, actually, that 11 kind of got the better of him in the very end, because her whole life, she kind of succumbed to him. And I'm glad that she got the high, you know, she took the high road at the end. And she was like, yo, I'm better. I'm moving on from this toxic chapter of my life, as you kind of worded it earlier, which is brilliant.
I'm glad she didn't like give him any sympathy in his last moments, because
absolutely
he didn't deserve that.
Yeah, I agree completely. Let's see, looking for some questions here. Eddie had me crying at 4 a.m. Literally, that was Cam. It was more like 6:30 for us. Yeah. What happened with Owens? Did he manage to escape against all odds, or is he just dead now? So a lot of people have asked me about this. My 2 cents is that he's still alive. He's just being held captive by the government because the explosion of the helicopter and all the Humvees outside the Nina Project facility is outside. He's still inside. And so while we don't see him walk out with, I want to say the general's name is Sullivan. We don't see him walk out. He's still alive. He's a crucial character, in my opinion, that has to be around in season 5. So he's definitely still around. I think he will end up biting the dust, but he's around. He's too crucial to this whole government plotting. He's the connection between 11, the Hawkins kids, and that. So I think that he definitely has to be around. Rip Eddie, I agree.
That's my rule.
How long do you think season 5 will be? I think it'll be 16 episodes. Don't know why. I just have a weird hitch. 16, 8 and 8. Long season. I got a hitch.
A hitch? Like you gotta hitch a ride?
Yeah, I gotta
A
go.
hunch?
I gotta go. A hunch. You're right. Grammar. Grammar and spelling and basic
More vocab.
linguistics.
More like vocab.
You're right.
I
I lack that, I guess.
No, you don't. I don't know. They keep it really tight with the 8 or 9 episodes a season.
How about 10 and we call it a day?
I'm good with 9 or 10.
Yeah.
If they're the same length.
Yeah. Were you shocked Steve did not die? I was, because he was my big prediction. I really thought they were going to kill him. But boy, am I relieved he is alive.
I wasn't. I was convinced that Steve was not going to die the entire time, and I was right.
Valid.
It would make me so happy if you just hit the new comments button every time you scroll down.
Fair. Let's see. All right, let's see. I'm looking for some questions here. Trying to get to. I think all the monsters are going to team up. Like I think Vecna and the Mind Flayer and the demo variants from bats to dogs to gorgons. I think they're all going to team up in season 5. Do you? And I think here's another question for chat. Do you guys think 8 is ever going to come back? Because I don't. I don't think 8's coming back.
I hope to God not.
I don't. Do you think Max is blind for life? I do. Respectfully, I do. Which it saddens me, but I think she's. Yeah. What do you think of Dustin's limp?
I think
it's got to go.
Fine at first, and then he's got to give it up.
He's got to give it up. Yeah, absolutely. 830 people in here. You guys are crazy with the support right now. If you're in here, make sure to hit that like button. Subscribe if you have not. I'm going to try and get to as many as I can, but if you want to guarantee that I get to your question, comment, or concern, super chat is the way to go. I'm going to guarantee that I get those because it pops up at the top of my screen. But yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. Hit that like button. Let's get to 1,000 likes. Let's do it. Let's do the damn thing. Let's get to 1,000 people in here. We're at 845. Share the stream. We're at 478 likes. Let's get those likes up to at least 800 likes. Let's do it.
Hi, Abby.
Abby! I know we have Lewis in here. I missed a question from Lewis, and I want to answer it right now. Where do you think Murray is?
At home.
Okay.
That's my answer.
Possiblemente.
He went to karate practice.
Yeah. What happened with Enzo? Let's answer that one. What happened with Enzo? I think Enzo went to his fam, and I think it's off screen. I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think Enzo was ever as big of a deal as we kind of made him out to be. I think Enzo is going to go reunite with his family. Who will become the new leader of Hellfire? Thank you for joining, Nancy Wheeler, the it girl of Hawkins, as you might say.
Dustin, 100%.
100% Dustin.
The torch
No other
got
options.
passed to him.
No other options.
He said, "You're gonna have to look out for those little sheep for me." And Dustin was like, "Oh, you're gonna do that yourself." And he was like, "I need you to say it." And he was like, "I'm gonna."
It hits. I saw one I liked. Let me go try and find it real quick. I like this one a lot. I'm really gonna try and find it. Let's see. Where was it? No, where'd it go? Here we go. From Jasmine. How do you guys feel about Eddie's guitar performance?
So sexy.
So sick. Literally so dope.
2 different words. I heard you told me Joseph Quinn. Where did you read the Joseph Quinn?
Multiple articles.
Yeah, that's what I thought. And then I made a TikTok about it on my spam, and it blew up. It blew up, and everyone in the comments is like, "No, that wasn't him. That was his stunt double." Because he did have a stunt double.
I mean, I think he knows how to play the
But
guitar.
you could see
I read that he
him.
knows how to play the guitar.
I know, but you could see that it's him. Like unless they CGI'd his face and made I saw a picture of him and his stunt double together, and they don't have the same body type.
Yeah.
So unless they CGI'd his body as well, it was still Joseph Quinn.
Absolutely, yeah. Do you think Jopper will be more explored in season 5? Absolutely. I think they're meant for each other, and
They had me kicking my feet and twirling my hair.
Yeah, I really hope they don't go through a down spell, a little like a.
No, they're gonna be one big happy family.
Go up here,
and
yeah.
they're getting it next season.
You know what? The world we deserve is that they kind of their families combine and
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and 11 is their and he's like a stepdad
dad.
to Will, but in reality, I don't know if everything has a happy ending, guys. We'll see.
Stop, don't say that.
That line Robin said in about how I have a terrible feeling it might not work out for us. That's coming back around. That's foreshadowing. Do you think Steve will have kids in season 5 because of the time jump? Absolutely not. I think that he'll still be working at Family Video.
He won't because I haven't been contacted by the show yet. So.
Oh, we got a message from Ewan. A little phone home. Ewan, shout out Ewan Reviews. Go subscribe. He says, I don't know if you'll see this, but there was a thing I saw that he said he's been playing since he was 7. So when he read that he was playing Master of Puppets, he practiced a lot. Plus, you can tell it's him. Plus, you can tell when it's him in the original song. Yeah,
that's what I thought.
Yeah, you and Cam are on the same wavelength. Smart cookies.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure.
That's what I was saying too. Because I was like, you can tell that this is him playing. Like, it's not just they played a track.
No, yeah.
It sounds different.
Absolutely. We have a super chat from Ben again. Thank you so much, Ben. Let's see what you got to say. Who would you guys cast as adult versions of the kids? I think at the end of the series, we get a massive time jump. Oh, that would be sick. A little It Chapter 2 action. 1,000,000% Bill Hader as Mike because he literally plays him in It Chapter 2.
I think Jessica Chastain for Max if she lives.
Really? You think so?
Honor. Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty good casting, and that's now we're stealing from It again, which is ironic.
Oh, is she in it?
She's in it, yeah.
No way.
Yes, no shit.
I didn't know that.
For Dustin, that's the tough one. For Lucas, damn, these are hard. So Will, those three are really difficult for some reason.
I need like old
Natalie Portman for 11. That's what a lot of people would say.
I don't know old actors that well.
Yeah, that's tough, guys. I think Denzel would be too old to play Lucas. He's probably way too old unless they go way in the future.
What about like
Leslie Odom Jr.? I don't know. I'm just thinking of actors who kind of have that charisma.
Idris
Elba. I like that a lot. And they were actually in a movie together.
Really?
Yeah, they were in a movie together. We'll go Idris Elba, and for Will and Dustin. What about Will and Dustin?
Who's a goofy looking adult actor?
Dustin? I'd go John C. Reilly for Dustin. He's hey guys, I'm John C. Reilly. He's Wreck-It Ralph. Here, I'll show you. He's in Step Brothers. John C. Reilly or Will Ferrell? Like John C. Reilly that's John C. Reilly.
Oh, come
Kinda,
on. Be nicer to Dustin.
I mean, I'm not saying he's a bad looking dude. That's
for
tough. Will Byers is a tough one to cast, guys. Let's be honest. Let's see. Noah Schnapp. I want to look at him. We'll go like Krasinski. We'll go John Krasinski.
Yeah, honestly, let's let Will have a nice moment.
Yeah, absolutely. Do you think we'll see more of Angela? Hell no.
I hope to God.
I hope not. And she deserves death. If anyone deserves death, it's Angela. We live in a world where she's alive and Eddie isn't.
Shut up.
It's sickening, right?
Oh crap! I just missed it.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, it was said. Do you think Will sucks? And he's like, oh, there it is. Will's so oblivious, and it makes me mad. Literally,
it says Mike.
That's what I meant.
Okay, yeah.
Mike is so oblivious, and it makes me mad. Literally, because like Will is talking to him like this, right?
Yeah.
And then he turns and he's like violently sobbing, and this is Mike.
Yeah, Mike's just like, okay.
Oh, yeah, cool.
It's sad, honestly,
cool.
Honestly, yeah.
Oh, nice painting. Cool. Yeah. Oh, on the heart. Cool. Yeah.
For sure.
Whatever that
For
means.
sure. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Oh man, that's
He's
funny.
Stupid.
Yeah, it's sad. But again, thank you guys for being here. 754 people. We don't even have 700 likes. It's 700 likes if that's possible. Hit the like button. It helps out the algorithm. That's what I always say with my buddy Trevor. We do streams every week. Do you think the Russia story was kind of boring in the last step and unnecessary?
I think that it was actually the most interesting of the Russia story.
My God, when Hopper wielded that sword, that was some Game of Thrones shit. That got me going.
That was fun.
We have a super chat from It's Luke. I love you guys. I cried so hard when I saw Eddie die. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you for the super chat. And you were not alone, my friend. If you watch our reactions, you'll see Cam let the waterworks go. I had the tears swollen. We're different kinds of criers.
I'm much more graphic.
What do you think about the painting? Do you think the painting was underwhelming? Build up for nothing or what?
No, I predicted that. I expected it to be something of a party.
Okay. Yeah.
I didn't mean what else would it be? Mike's naked body or something?
I don't know.
It wasn't gonna be something that drastic.
Yeah. It wasn't gonna be that crazy. I had a feeling it was the gang, and it wasn't the gang. So, what's a character you hope comes back for the final season? Mr.
Eddie.
Clark, bro. Mr. Clark. He is a goated teacher. He's knowledgeable. You got to bring him back to explain some kind of theory, or maybe even have him come play D&D with the kids. That would be awesome. Come play D&D. Little AV club reunion. Let's see. All right, we're going to look for the chat. I apologize. I'm usually able to get to a lot more. There's so many of you guys in here. I'm trying my best to sift through this chat as fast as I can. We have another super chat. Thank you, Rocky2K. What about Max's mom? Why isn't she at the hospital? Max's mom kind of sucks. Am I wrong? to say that. Like, I don't know. Is she the most supportive? I could be wrong.
So true, actually. I mean, like, she probably was there.
Yeah,
and,
maybe
like,
I'm
she
just
wasn't.
an ass,
She wasn't
but,
there
like,
in the
yeah.
scene, you know.
Yeah, for sure. Who knows? But thank you for the super chat. It means a lot. Is Will going to be captured by Vecna / the Mind Flayer in season 5?
Probably.
We'll see. I think someone's in danger. That's what I would say. Do you think 11 is going to be bullied by Angela? I hope to God not. Do you watch Umbrella Academy? We do not.
No, but my friend wants me to.
I need to. Yeah. All right, back to Stranger Things. Do you think Vecna could haunt Dustin with dead Eddie, similarly to how Max was haunted with Billy? I lost it because it went up. But what do you think?
Selfishly, I would like that. Not that I want Dustin to be haunted. That's the last thing I'd want for my.
You want to see an evil Eddie? Taint your image of Eddie?
No.
He's such a sweet dude. That'd be evil. You don't want that. Admit you don't want that. You don't want that.
I just want to see him again.
I know. Till I see. Is Vecna dead? Hell no. I don't think Vecna's dead. I think Vecna even said like this is the beginning of the end. So I think Vecna will live. And if you want to get technical with it, shout out Cam for this idea. If you go back to that original D&D game, you can kind of tell that that's might be foreshadowing. 11 might not be enough. 11 is not enough when they roll. We have another super chat. I lost it. Here we go. From William Liu says, I love Max, but I'd rather she stayed dead. That's totally valid. I kind of get that because it kind of takes away from the emotions of that moment. Also, she's maimed for life right now. So like, I'd rather her honestly be put out of her misery then and there than have to suffer there. It's really sad, honestly. So
I agree.
So yeah, thank you for the super chat, William. We've been asked this one a lot, and I need to address it. Do you think Will confess to Mike? Honestly, I don't think so anymore. I thought that was a season 4 thing, and we all had speculated it. I don't think it's going to happen anymore because I think that Mike sort of confessed to 11 in front of Will, so it's kind of a known thing now, to my knowledge. Like, I think Will deserves better than Mike. Will needs to find himself a man.
I think that the relationship between Will, Mike, and 11 very much mirrors the relationship of Steve, Nancy, and Jonathan, where Steve and Will are very similar in the fact that Steve will always love Nancy, and I think Will does love Mike, but they can both see that Mike and Nancy love Jonathan / 11.
Agreed.
So it is what it is.
It is what it is.
I do hope this season ends. You know what I want?
What do you want?
I want an interaction between Robin and Will, and I want Robin to have one conversation with Will, and then she leans over to Steve and she's like, that kid is so gay. Not a big, never seen a more gay kid in my entire life.
That would be something. We got Zach Pope in the house. I'm going to go try and find it. Zach Pope's the man. Everyone in here, if you're not subscribed, which I'm sure you already are, go subscribe to Zach Pope. Let me go find. I can't find it. Where'd it go? The chat's moving so fast. There it is. Zach Pope. Shout out to Zach, a legend. We actually have a collab video on the channel. The Ozark Season 2 spoiler talk was an absolute blast to do. Zach, I'd love to collab again sometime. Go subscribe. I'm sure you already are, but Zach Pope, a legend. I can't believe we're here either, man. It's really, me and Cam woke up at...
My friend Gavin said that Vecna pulled him out of Michael Myers.
He honestly did. I think that was low-key an homage to the classic horror.
Funny.
And it's funny because we see Michael Myers, the mask, in episode 8.
This is true.
So that's definitely an homage. But yeah, it's crazy that we're here. I don't know when you watched. I think I saw your TikTok. Actually, you got to go in late to work, which is dope. But we went to sleep at 9. I couldn't fall asleep. I was like a kid on Christmas. And then we woke up and watched it. And,
how much sleep did you get last night?
Let's see, 11, 12, 1, 2, probably 2 hours, 40 minutes. So decent, or excuse me, 4 hours, 20 minutes. Decent sleep. But yeah, everyone go subscribe if you're not already. Zach's the man. All right. All right, let's talk about this from Flupa Fan. I like the SpongeBob profile pic. What do you think of the picture of Noah Schnapp and the horse?
Knowing Noah Schnapp, he literally
what a
probably,
clown for that.
He definitely asked production, hey, can I put this on for a picture? And because realistically, if he actually did go up in a harness, they probably wouldn't have let him post that picture.
No, yeah.
They would have made him take it down.
100%.
So I think that he just put it on for shits and giggles.
I think so too. Yeah, just bonkers, but who knows? You think the Robin and Vicky relationship will be bigger? Absolutely. They teed it up big.
I think Vicky needs to realize she's gay first.
This is true. I think that they're gonna. Excuse me. I think they're gonna have interactions throughout season 5, and I think they'll end up together at the end. Call me crazy. I love that relationship.
Well, everyone just gets a happy ending except for me, don't they?
I guess so.
Literally, I don't think you guys understand that Max is my all-time favorite Stranger Things character, and Eddie rose very quickly to my not number one, but my behind Max, my favorite character this season.
Yeah.
So what Stranger Things really did in this final episode, they said, "Oh, these are your two favorite characters, Cameron? Damn, that sucks. You hate to see it." And then they killed them.
Do you think Jonathan's pointless at this point?
Yes.
Low key.
Yes.
I kind of agree with that statement. That's sentiment.
Eddie's more useful, and what did they do? Killed him.
Killed him off. All right. Do you think the gang can move out to California, Cam? I think they're getting the hell out. I think they need to get the hell out of Hawkins now. Like now. It's bad. Hawkins is not in a good state, and I don't know why they've stuck around for so long. It reminds me of Scream. If you guys have seen the Scream movies, like, why are they still in Woodsboro after all these years? Get the hell out of there. Did Eddie's body stay in the Upside Down?
We don't know. Where is his body?
That's tragic. I'm telling you guys, we were robbed of that funeral moment.
It's giving very much like Natasha when she dies in Infinity War, and we just like don't.
It's so upsetting.
We don't see anyone.
It's so
talk
upsetting.
About it.
I agree. Let's see. Best season yet. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Sadie Sink. Let's get this. Sadie Sink, Jamie Campbell-Bower, who's got the last name Brown. I'm completely blanking. Deserve noms. And it's not Matthew Modine. I'm gonna get this. Not Caleb. It's not Gayton. It's not Noah Schnapp. It's not. I'm gonna get this. I swear to God, we'll be here all night till we get this. It's not Finn Wolfhard. It's not Brown. I don't know. I don't think anyone has
Is it
that.
Erica?
Maybe, possibly. I'm blanking. I apologize if I'm forgetting the actress or actor's name. But yeah, I agree that a lot of people deserve some super or some awards. Sadie Sink in particular.
Millie Bobby.
See, that's the thing. I think of her last name as Bobby.
That's funny. I literally went.
Yeah.
I went to the Stranger Things account. I went to who they follow, and I typed in Brown.
Wow. Yeah, Millie Bobby. That for some reason I don't think of Brown as her last name.
No, yeah, I've never heard.
That's the weirdest
they'd
thing.
be like calling her Millie Brown. Ugh.
Yeah, weird. But hey, I know what you mean, and she was great in the season. So
yes.
If I had to throw another name on that list, I would actually go McLaughlin. Caleb McLaughlin. He was crushing.
If I had to put a name on that list, Joseph Quinn, dude.
Yeah.
He
was great.
Nailed it.
Oh my God. Play your edit for the people.
Oh God. Okay.
Play your edit for the people. Cam crushed it with this edit. I get emotional thinking about it. For the Eddie stands out there, for you Eddie fans, this edit, and everyone go follow Cam on TikTok. It's linked down below. She crushes it with the. Thank you for the super chat, Fluffy Cow. I salute you. I like the profile picture.
That is Rebecca.
All right, let's see it. There you go.
Promise me?
That is so effed up of
What
you.
if I- what
literally,
if I
literally, the
jumped
way
off
that
of my
he
roof?
says, never. What does he say? Never change your status. Yeah, he's like never change.
Never
Henderson.
change Henderson.
Never change Henderson. The way he looks at him so
he goes,
hopefully.
never change Dustin.
He's looking
Henderson.
into the youth
Promise
of
me.
America.
And then
Never change
Dustin's
Henderson.
Like, I wasn't planning on it.
Dude, that is so messed. Like literally, it's so sad, dude. It's so sad. You can let the tears flow. That's okay. I'm getting teary-eyed thinking about it right now. That's like a big brother type thing. That fucks me up. I do not like thinking about that. It's sad, guys. It's really sad. And that the music, like, oof.
I was wondering how long it was gonna take me.
Yeah,
to get down this
that
section.
break, it's a heartbreaking TikTok, Zach. It really is. It really is. Oh my God, dude. And he was so good. I love, and it's like, and now like Dustin and Steve's relationship is gonna be like,
Hot take.
it's gonna hurt even more if Steve dies now because
Hot take. I like the relationship between Dustin and Eddie more.
that's okay.
It's only because I think Dustin and Eddie have much more in common than Steve and Dustin do. Like, I think obviously like they're good friends and Dustin looks up to Steve, but like Steve's not into the things that Dustin's into.
Yeah, it's tragic, dude. Oh man, it really hurts, guys. Like my heart hurts today. It's a sad one. When do you think season 5 will be aired? I think July 2024, but that's kind of being optimistic. Hopefully they get it done quicker. All right.
Hopefully they filmed in Georgia again.
Unpopular opinion. Season 2 is underrated, and Ep7 Lost Sister isn't bad.
Word. I have a video on my YouTube channel.
Subscribe.
Yeah, it's me basically defending season 2 because I'm sick of people saying it's the worst season.
Fair. We have another super chat from Ace. Thank you so much, Ace. Let's see. Did your guys' character rankings change? Anyways, top 5 characters after the season. So I think our rankings are roughly the same still. To me, I might be at the point where I go Hopper 1, Steve 2. Like, to me, they've been 1A, 1B my whole life. Season 4, Hopper
Mine changed
was
actually a lot.
stronger than season 4 Steve to me.
Mine changed actually a lot.
Go for it. Top 5.
I'm kind of scared to say it in front of you.
Top 5. I'm not afraid.
1, Max.
You don't have to have Steven at all. I won't be upset.
1, Max.
Okay.
2, Eddie. 3, Hopper.
Yep.
4, Lucas. 5, Steve.
Run that back one more time for me.
1, Max.
Yep.
2, Eddie. 3, Hopper. 4, Lucas. 5, Steve.
Okay.
For reference, my ranking at the beginning of season 4 was 1, Max, 2, Steve, 3, Hopper, 4, Robin, and then like after watching volume 1, it was 5, Eddie, but before that it was 5, Dustin.
Yep. Here's what I'll go. Top 5 at the very moment. I'm going 1 at the very moment. 1 Hopper, 2 Steve, but it's very fucking close.
We have I think our probably unpopular opinion is that Steve was kind of useless in this.
Unfortunately, and guys, I wouldn't just sit here and BS you. I love him, but like he was
I
a
love
little bit sidelined this season, a little bit.
And to be fair, the Duffer Brothers literally said themselves. They said every season we have no idea where we're going with the character of Steve.
Yep.
Because he was supposed to die at the end of season 1, he
Yep.
didn't, and they kept him alive. And they were like, we don't know where to put him, so we're just gonna throw him with Dustin.
Yep.
And then they're like, we're lucky that the dynamic worked really well and people really liked it, because if it didn't, like we just throw Steve wherever we can and let him fall where he may.
Yep.
So they don't ever really know what they're doing with Steve. And so this season, I said this earlier to Chris, hot take, I think Steve might not really be as important of a character when he's not with Dustin, because he was barely with Dustin this season and he kind of was lacking a little bit.
Yeah. You might have a point there, and to kind of go off that.
This is no Steve hate. I love Steve.
Here's what my top 5 would be off the top of my head. 1A, Hopper. 1B, Steve. 3, Dustin. 4 was Robin, and 5 was Max. But I think I'm at the point where I might actually change that up, and I might go like, I kind of like Lucas a lot after the season. I might go 4 Lucas. I might go 5.
Lucas above Max?
I like Max, but I don't love her as much. I might go 5 Max or 5 Robin. I like Lucas a lot after the season. I have a lot of respect for him.
Word. I love Lucas. Lucas is an underrated kid.
Well, I saw we missed another super chat. I apologize. Favorite episode of the season? Ep9.
I don't. Ep9, but before Eddie's death.
Yep.
If I could just cut that out. See, I told you if I just didn't watch the volume 2, then Eddie would still be alive in my head.
You're right. You were correct about that. I also will say though, Ep7's phenomenal, and Ep4, Dear Billy.
I like episode
outstanding
7.
TV.
I like episode 7 because Eddie's alive.
Yeah.
Any spin-off ideas? Eddie coming back to life.
Any spin-off ideas? I would say I'd be interested in seeing another show involving like the upside down, but another group of people exploring it. Another like coming of age type story, but it's not going to be Stranger Things, but like new characters somewhere else in the US. I don't know though. It's tough. It's tough to pitch an idea like that. Unpopular opinion. I did not like the Hopper side arc.
That's fair. I do think, obviously, I think all side stories paled in comparison to the Creel House storyline. And I think that whichever storyline you like more will probably depend on if you have characters in that storyline that you like. Like, my mom really likes the character of 11, so she really likes whatever 11's on screen. So more power to her for that one. But, like, I really like Hopper. So, like, even though the Russia storyline was kind of, I was enjoying it because I was like, yay, Hopper.
Yep. Opinions on Jason's death. Kind of touched on this earlier, but I'm going to say, I think he needed to die. So it was a solid death. If I'm
You know what I think?
What do you think?
I think it's interesting that the Duffer Brothers were like, oh, we filmed that scene in the woods with Chrissy and Eddie after we filmed Chrissy's death, and we kind of regretted killing Chrissy off because the characters had so much chemistry. And then what do? They kill Eddie.
Yep.
I bet your sweet ass they regret killing Eddie, because I think that's the strongest reaction that the Stranger Things fandom has had to a character since like season 1 with Steve.
I think they regret it too, probably.
There was a stronger reaction to Eddie than there was to Billy, 100%.
Yep, I concur.
And I bet they really, really, really regret killing him.
Oh, I agree completely. I agree.
So what do you have to say for yourself, Duffer Brothers?
Shit. Let's see. I'm looking through the chat here. Dear Billy and Finale are next level episodes of TV. I agree completely.
I think all of season 4 is just.
I think season 4 is the best season. People were asking what's their favorite season. I have a ranking on TikTok. But I'm gonna have to say that is definitely my favorite.
My ranking is 4, 3, 2, 1. I think every season gets better and better and better. I think the Duffer Brothers outdo themselves every single season.
Yeah. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. Do you miss Alexi? Absolutely. He deserved happiness in life, and he was taken from us too soon.
I think it's
just like many characters who were introduced in the same season and killed in that same season.
I think it's blasphemous that people are comparing Eddie's death to like Alexi's death.
Mm-hmm.
Like Alexi's was sad, yes, but like we had an infinite more amount of time with Eddie.
100%. It's incomparable.
Than we did with Alexi, and then we did with Bob, and also like Eddie.
We knew Eddie.
They gave Eddie like a connection with like our young characters.
Yeah, we knew Eddie.
It was hurtful and disrespectful, and I hate them for it.
Absolutely. Question from Max: do you think they can kill, or do you think that they can kill Vecna?
Yes.
Yeah. I think so. I think 11 is going to be like on steroids next season. She's already OP in my opinion, and I think that she's going to crush it.
Here's what I think. Based on I've only watched the episode once, so bear with me. I think we have Peter Creel.
Yeah.
Henry Creel, sorry.
Yeah.
Henry Creel, or 01, whatever you want to call him. And then we have the Mind Flayer. And when Henry went into the Upside Down, thanks to 11, he met the Mind Flayer, and they went like this.
Mm-hmm.
They merged. And so that's why he was so powerful. And then we see in the finale where everyone's getting flamethrowed and 11's doing a thing or whatever. We see the Mind Flayer separate from Vecna. Then that's when he gets caught on fire and falls out the window and then disappears. So what I think is all they've done, they've definitely weakened him, I think. They've separated Henry from the Mind Flayer, but Henry's still hella powerful, but he's just not attached to the Mind Flayer.
Yeah. You're so smart. You're just good at talking about the show.
Thank you so much. I watch Stranger Things like twice a month.
She really does. We're actually gonna rewatch Volume 2 tonight.
Are we gonna watch The Boys?
PMI tracks, dude. PMI tracks with
4 hours though. We've been awake since 3 in the morning.
I don't know. I'm running on something right now. I'm going. So
we can try.
We'll see. Odin, thank you again for another super chat. Gotta say this, I disagree with the spite against 8. She and the gang could have been introduced better, totally. But it's a relief someone else than 11 survived to be a backup. Hope 8 helps 11 survive. We'll see.
That's fair.
I wouldn't be like avidly against her showing up if it was only her. I don't want her whole crew.
That is true. I don't want the crew showing up. Yeah. They're irritating. Yeah. However, I do agree. If she was introduced properly, would have been better.
100%.
It's giving very much Captain Marvel.
Yeah. I agree.
That episode does suck. Also, I also think that people wouldn't hate her as much and hate that storyline as much if that episode wasn't just 11. Like if it cut back to Hawkins every once in a while in that episode, it would be so much better.
Fully agree. Favorite scene in the finale? I want to go. So I'm going to say mine.
Okay.
It's not the conventional pick, but the reunion between Hopper and 11 does something to me. I love a strong relationship between like a father and child. And like, it just made my heart so happy, especially after the devastating deaths we had to watch throughout the show. There was a lot of devastation and, hardships. And then we saw that happy, like cheerful moment. And it was like and they call back to the score from season 3 when Elle's reading the letter. It was perfect.
My favorite scene was Eddie playing the guitar because A, it was hot. B, it was really sweet seeing Dustin like going like that and stuff, and it was just so sweet. But honorable mention, my I guess underrated scene is the scene where Max and Lucas are in the Creel house and they like can't talk because they don't want Becca to know that they're there, so they're like talking on their little notepads.
Yep.
I love that. Lucas and Max are my favorite couple in the entire show, by the way. So not only is Max my favorite character, so her death already hurt, but Max dying in Lucas's arms really, really hurt.
Absolutely.
It was a double whammy within a triple whammy, and it just hurt so bad.
It was a lot. By the way, guys, in the chat, we've answered some of these questions. So if we don't get to them, about Max being able to see next season, all those other ones, you can go back on the replay or go back. We've answered a good bit of these.
Oh.
What's up? Go ahead.
I have an idea.
Yep, go.
What if Max is kept alive? Because here's the thing.
Mm.
We don't know if she's paralyzed. Sure, her bones broke, and when she was laying there, she's like, I can't feel anything. That was because she was about to die, and 11 fixed her. So maybe her bones are just broken. You can fix your arms, you can fix your legs.
Yeah.
However, if she's blind, you hate to see it. But what if it's this fun little tricky little thing where she's blind, but instead of seeing nothing, she can see what Vecna sees.
That's pretty sick. That's pretty
And
sick.
so that's why she got kept alive. Because I would like that, because that means she was kept alive for a reason, because she's an asset to helping them get back.
That's pretty sick. I like that. That's a good idea.
Thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat, Leasing Mango. If you have any questions, I'll be sure to answer them.
Is that a piece of corn?
I think it might be. Yeah. What's the best part of the Stranger Things fandom?
Oh, wait, click on that.
Oh, it went away.
Oh, no, it's right there. It's right there.
Right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I kind of agree with this opinion, and not in a bad way. Like, so basically, Chris thinks that it's blasphemous that I have season 1 at the bottom of my list when I rank all the seasons.
Yep.
And I agree. Here's the thing: I love season 1. It sets up the entire show. It sets up the entire lore of the world, and it's great. And it's a really good season. And it could have been, it would have been so good on its own. Like, we could have had season 1, and that could have been it and done, and it would have been fine. However, when you go back and watch it, I'm sorry, it just pales in comparison, and it is a little tedious. And sure, it's got interesting things happening here and there, but God, it takes them forever to get somewhere. You know what I mean?
No, yeah. I mean, I disagree, but I can kind of see, because it gets bigger and bigger each season. So it feels like we're getting starting from the jump quicker. If that makes sense.
Probably have 1 at the bottom because I've seen it so many times.
Yeah, I've seen it the most as well. I love it. This is for the super chat opinions on Enzo. I really like the actor. He's from Game of Thrones. A Girl Has No Name. And I see that. Thank you again for the super chat. I like him. I wish we got to see him go off. Just escape. If it's a 1-minute scene, I would have liked to see him one more time.
You know what I actually would have liked?
What?
He came to America with his family.
Oh.
And
because he's talking about the Soviet Union.
And he became Uncle Enzo.
Oh, that would have been sick. You never know. He could still be out there.
He might actually come in to play next season.
Again, we'll have to wait and see. Let's see. Looking through the chat here for some new ones. Any possible season 5 storylines? I am so distraught right now. It's hard for me to even think of a possible season 5 storyline. They're obviously going to Vecna's coming back. It's just a matter of how far in time are we jumping? That's the big question I have right now. How far in time are we jumping to start season 5? That's the unanswered question. We'll have to wait and see.
The thing is that we could also just not do any time jump. We don't know.
Yeah. We'll see. All right. Thoughts on Mike's monologue? Oh, hold on. That was from Jacob. Where is it? Boom. Shout out Jacob.
Mike made me cry. And I hate Mike. I do. I was shocked. And I think I don't know if I put it in my reaction, but I know it's on video of me being not Mike making me cry. Out of all people, not Mike fucking Wheeler making me cry now.
Yeah, for sure.
And I also cried when him and Hopper had a cute little reunion because Mike used to be a dill hole to Hopper. And then he was you grew up. And Mike's you shrank.
Remember their scene in season 2 when Hopper has to pull him aside and because he's Mike's freaking out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. They have history.
They do. It was nice development for Mike's character. I really, really do.
Do you think he redeemed himself? Not fully.
Here's the thing. He redeemed himself in terms of his relationship with Eleven. I think he redeemed himself, and I think he is a better boyfriend now because he was holding back, but now we have an explanation as to why he was holding back, and it makes a little bit more sense. In terms of being a friend though, he's got a ways to go, dude. That man is so oblivious, and he kind of just really sucks when it comes 100%. To being friends with Will. And honestly, he is not good at being friends with any of his friends. So I do stand by the fact that ever since season 2, Mike's only character trait has been to be obsessed with 11, and that's really, really holding him back.
He's girl crazy, right? Is that what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you think they could kill any of the core 4 characters in season 5?
Yes. I think they stayed alive for season 5, but
they won't kill more than one, if any. One, if any, and it might be Will.
Gloves are off.
Bets
are off on the table.
It's the final season of Thrones. Anyone could die.
Steve could die.
Anyone could die, literally, because there is no. They could have the same for the next season. There's none of that anymore.
Would you rather have Steve die in Dustin's arms or Dustin die in Steve's arms?
I mean, it would. I think I'd have to say I'd rather Steve die. I don't want Dustin dead. But the thing is, that would traumatize him. Losing 2 older brothers, both in his arms. I don't know, man.
I think
if Dustin died in Steve's arms, that would hurt like a bitch. Yeah, that would hurt.
They can't touch Dustin, Your Honor.
Yeah. It'd be nuts. By the way, we're getting through the chat as fast as we can. It's going real fast, so I'm trying to see everything. Again, super chat's the way to go to guarantee I get to it. I'm trying to get to as many as I can. If you guys spam, it kind of makes it harder to get to new ones as well. So that's a heads up. And make sure to hit the like button if you guys are in here. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I believe, to quote Ted Lasso, also the Polar Express. But thank you guys again for being in here. Justice for Max and Eddie. I agree. Hello, Noah. How you doing? Sorry, the chat's moving fast. I acknowledge you. Hello. Let's see.
Where do we think Vecna went? That's a good one.
Where was that?
It went up.
Yeah, where do you think Vecna went?
Good question. He's still in the Upside Down, so he could have gone anywhere. I'm sure he knows these cute little like nicks and pockets all over across the Upside Down because it's a hive mind and he owns it pretty much.
Yeah.
Who knows? He could have just gone around the back of the house. Like I don't think they checked. Like he could have gone right back up inside. Like they have no idea. I'm sure we'll find out eventually.
Yeah, it's hard to say. I think Vecna's kind of just.
I'm kind of still confused.
Kind of just like somewhere in the Upside Down.
I'm still a little confused on what his end goal is because like
he
wanted to make a doorway to the upside, like to the right side up or whatever. So he needed to kill 4 people to do that or something.
I saw something here that was very relatable. Vecna looks like a hairless Grinch, literally.
Yes, I said when we were watching Volume 1 for the very first time, I don't know if I said it, but I definitely thought it during Dear Billy when he like walks up. It's because of the way that his stomach is and the way that like his crotch area is with like the
he just looks very
stuff. He looks very like it's his belly. It's his belly.
And his nose to me, man. His nose looks like the Grinch too because it's like
that's fair.
Flat. But yeah, I think I agree with that statement. We got another super chat from Delos Gaming. Thank you so much. Do you think Max is a vessel for 01 and take Max?
It works. She could
over.
Vecna could use her as a spy, or she could be a spy for Vecna.
Ooh, interesting. Billy is still looming out there. I don't care what anyone says. Billy's presence is not going, unregarded for the rest. There's something about Billy. I think there's something deeper.
I just want Eddie back.
I know how I feel.
Like I watched season 3 the other day and like I genuinely was like I'm not having fun because I feel the absence of the character of Eddie. Like I think the Duff brothers were so stupid for killing him off. Like so stupid.
Tragic.
So dumb.
Tragic. Maybe Vecna went to Hawkins' lab, maybe not.
That's a place that exists in the Upside Down, sure.
Who do you think will for sure die in season 5? If you had to pick one person right now. Vecna? No. For real though, aside from that, I'd probably have to say like
Will.
Yeah, Will could die. I'm
11.
11 or Hopper. I think one or the other is gonna sacrifice.
Hopper's gonna die.
I don't know.
You're gonna let them do that to Joyce again.
She's been through hell. What if she can't lose anyone, can she? Her son, her lover?
Jonathan, my final answer.
We'll
Please,
see.
if the good Lord be willing, kill Jonathan off.
Yeah. Are you hyped for season 5? Incredibly hyped for season 5.
Always.
Dacre is an underrated actor. I agree. Dacre is really underrated. Opinions on Argyle. Argyle was high key the only humor we got in this season. Do you agree? Like Argyle? What are your thoughts on Argyle?
I think he's funny, and I think he was probably kept alive because they're gonna need someone to make humor in season 5 because I don't think anyone's gonna be having a fun time.
Nope.
However, I hate the fact that I live in a world where Argyle gets to be in season 5 and Eddie doesn't.
You're
and
correct.
I stand by that.
Yeah.
Like, you can love Argyle, you can think he's fun, you can think he's a fun time, but he's just not as good or dynamic of a character as Eddie.
He doesn't have much to him. He's very surface level, but he provides humor, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much it. Argyle was funny. I agree with the chat.
They brought in Argyle because Dustin can no longer be funny because he's sad.
Yeah.
Because they killed Eddie.
What was your favorite storyline? Callie Crew, Russia Crew 11, or Robin, Steve, Nancy, and the kids? Also, how did you feel about the Joyce Hopper kiss? Can't wait for their date. By far, I'd go Robin, Steve, Nancy, and the kids. That's the Creel House storyline. That carried the season. Would you agree? Creel House carried.
Yeah.
And how do I feel about the Jopper kiss? It was awesome. I love the two of them. I ship them so hard. They deserve each other. They deserve to be happy together. Cam can probably attest to that as well. That she loved that kiss.
Oh, I was litty for the kiss. I was like, ah.
Oh yeah. We got another super chat. Thank you so much. I like the Snorlax profile picture. Okay, off topic, but Sadie Sink is my top celeb to crush.
Real and true.
I love her so much. I know her really well. It felt like a Billy moment for me. Yeah, she is. She's awesome.
I love Sadie Sink.
If you guys want to see a performance from her that's fantastic outside of it, All Too Well.
Chris is a Swiftie.
All Too Well music vid, guys, with Dylan O'Brien. That's incentive. Go watch it. It's only like 10 minutes. It's damn good. Let's see.
Do you get these up?
Who's the big bad now? I still think the big bad is
Vecna.
Vecna. He's gone for the time being.
I think the big bad is just the Upside Down.
If they turn Max evil, so help me, Duffer Brothers. Yeah, I agree.
Real,
Real and true, as they might say.
Also, I just want to point this out. I have the same guitar pick as Eddie, the one that he wore on his neck.
Yeah, pretty sick.
I need to make a necklace out of it.
Pretty sick. How does 8 survive? Didn't Henry kill her? How is she alive?
I think it was supposed to be thought that she escaped the prison, or not prison, the whatchamacallit before 01 did his whole thing.
I agree fully. We got a super chat in here. Thank you so much for the super chat. If you have any questions, I will be sure to look for your name and I will answer that as quick as I can. Again, there's so many of you guys in here. I'm trying to give as many can. Super chat is the way to go. It pops up and I'll answer it right away. I'm looking for a question for sure from you though. But yeah. All right. How did 11 bring Max back to life? They wrote it somehow because that's an ability we have not seen used in my eyes and to my knowledge in the show, but they wrote it into existence. And again, if they can have this shit in Star Wars where people are living, I'm not even going to question it.
You never know. They could easily explain it in season 5 and plot twist, that's a power 11's had all along and she accidentally used it on Will in season 1 and that's how he survived in the Upside Down for so long. Who's to say? Who's to say?
We really don't know, and that's kind of the exciting part to me is there's so much we still don't know about the Upside Down and Vecna going into the final season that they have a lot of writing to do. A lot of revelations, and the revelation scenes are some of my favorite in this show. All right, let's look for some questions here. We're getting down to it. This is fun, guys. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I appreciate you guys being here. Make sure to hit that like button if you guys are in here. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I believe, to quote Ted Lasso, that we can hit 1,000 likes. Call me crazy, but I think it's doable. Let's see. How many are we at right now? We're at 756 likes. Let's keep them coming. Let's do it. It really does mean a lot. We have another super chat. Let's get to that super chat. Do you think they should have killed more characters? I feel like the Duffer Brothers are scared to kill main characters. I think there's 2 ways to attack this because I know a lot of people are a little underwhelmed or disappointed that bodies didn't drop, right? We thought, there was going to be a huge body count. To me, I think they killed a proper amount of people because there's still a whole nother season that they can't kill too many. But now that season 5 is around the corner, they can kind of play around with it and kill as many characters as they deem, So we'll see what they want to do with that, but it'll be interesting. Cam, do you think that they should have killed more? Or do you think they killed a proper amount, or do you think people were expecting too much?
I think they should have killed less.
Okay.
And I think that Eddie should still be alive.
Yeah, fair. We got another super chat. Thank you again. If you have a question, I'll be sure to get to it. Let's see. All right. Thoughts on Jason? We kind of touched on this earlier, but I'll touch it one more time. Jason, he was fine. We kind of said, he loved his girlfriend and she got killed, and so he went a little crazy, and that's kind of how I feel about him. His death was, it was kind of fine. I don't really, I didn't hate the character's guts, but it was also okay, he probably needs to go. He's kind of a jerk right now.
It's one of those scenarios where the actor that plays Jason is really, really good, so he's just really good at making you hate him.
Fair. That's a damn good picture of Joe Keery, by the way. So I love this profile picture. But do you have any theories on why Karen Wheeler had a main character poster? I think it was just they probably had to have a certain number, and they were like, hell, let's just give Karen one. I think it might have been to throw us off guard. She barely has a role in the season. Would you agree?
Yeah.
So who knows why she had one, honestly. Lloyd with another super chat. Thank you so much. We got a bunch of super chats. You guys are crushing it. Why is Mike so oblivious to Will? That whole car journey talk had me crying. It's so obvious Will likes you, Mike. I think as a friend, I think Mike lacks social awareness.
Why are all boys oblivious? Is I think the real question that we should be asking.
I don't even know. It's crazy. Is my water down there?
Yeah.
I would like a sip. But yeah, I think Mike's kind of just playing Mr. Oblivious, and it's you need to drop that shtick, buddy. We got another super chat in here from Aaron. Thank you, Aaron. Do you think Steve and Nancy will get a happy ending in season 5? And if you had to choose a way for Steve to die, how would you do it? We got a little double whammy here. Thank you, Aaron. I would say I don't think Steve and Nancy will end up together, which is sad. I think one of them's going out. I think one of them's going out for the other, and that's just the way it's going to be, in my opinion. Would you agree one of them's going out?
Or maybe Jonathan could die for Nancy.
Ooh, a little switcheroo. Maybe Jonathan and Steve sacrifice themselves together for Nancy. That would be something. If I had to choose a way for Steve to die, how would I do it? Peacefully in his sleep. But he's probably going to get killed by Vecna, or I wouldn't wish Vecna death on anyone. He would probably get killed similar to Eddie. A bunch of demo creatures would come get him, whether that's bats or dogs. So something like that is how I think he would die. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. What about Miss Kelly's necklace? A lot of people have asked about this. Let's go ahead and address it. This is the counselor, I believe.
I think it was just like a fun little Easter egg.
Easter egg for sure, showing that everyone who goes and visits her kind of ends up being Vecna or has the curse of Vecna. It was just a little Easter egg. I think we've all kind of read a little too deep into that for sure. Do I think Vecna will come back stronger? Absolutely, right? Everyone comes back stronger. That's kind of the way it is, I think. Let's see. By the way, if you guys spam, like, it makes it a little hard to read the chat and I won't answer it. So heads up, if you're spamming, I will not probably answer it. So I'll get to you when I get to you. Do you hate Nancy for going with Steve and then Jonathan? I don't hate her for it. I think she just needs to make up her mind. She's just indecisive.
I mean, I think it's hard. She's in a long distance relationship, and then like Steve Harrington.
Yeah, Steve's the man. I mean, come on, no. I would fall for Steve over you, maybe, if he's convincing enough.
He would be.
That bastard. I was worried for Steve when he was bitten by the demo bats. Yeah, I was too.
I wasn't.
Will the characters from the dead come back in the final series? I don't know. Like, this is a demo character. I wouldn't like to see like any of them, like Bob and Barb. I think that would be a little weird, so I don't really want that. Were you sad when Eddie died? If you want to know the answer to this question, you can click the link down below to my girlfriend's channel. It's Cam Silas on YouTube. You can watch her cry, and you can watch me cry as well. I have a video on my channel.
You can watch me violently sob.
Violently sob. It gets sad, folks. It gets really sad. So yeah,
you saw I was just on my phone. I was screenshotting my reaction because 2 of my friends just finished watching it, and I'm showing them how much I was crying.
Why didn't we see Max's letters? Great question. I had a theory after Vol 1 that we would see her. We would see those letters because I thought she was going to die. Obviously, she's alive, but I think those letters still could be at play. I don't think those letters are out for the count. I think they will come back around. You don't write a letter and give it to somebody without it having consequences of sorts. So I think it's going to come back around for sure. If 11 can bring Max back, why can't she bring back Eddie?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah. There you go. Thoughts on the Creel House crew making their weapons? That was so dope. The Molotov cocktails, the spears, the shield, the trash can lid with the nails, all that. I love that kind of stuff. That's like that's that whimsical sense of adventure that I just love about the show. Them being, quick on their feet, thinking of stuff like that. I love that kind of stuff for sure. Who's your favorite character of the season? Hopper and Steve are kind of tied, but I'd go Hopper this season. I love that man. He's goated. Cam would probably say Max, correct? Favorite character this season? Were we scared when Nancy, Steve, and Robin got tied up? Oh, absolutely. If you watch our reaction, I was freaking out, guys. It was not a fun time. I was very nervous, very concerned for my boy. I love Steve. He's my guy. Yeah, I've been a Steve stan since day one, some might say. Love him. Love him. All right, let's see. Thank you guys again for being here. We have 620 people in here still. That is insane to me. Again, click the link down below. Go subscribe. Also, we have a podcast. If you guys want to see more of us talking just like this, we have a podcast. I'm actually going to look up the link and drop that in chat right now. Make sure to go subscribe. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over there. It would mean a lot if you guys go check it out. It's called The Unusual Couple Podcast. We do weekly podcast episodes. It's a lot of fun. We've recently done Stranger Things predictions. You guys can go check it out and see how wrong we were. How do I copy? I right click. I'm used to using a Mac. All right. You can go. I'm going to drop the link right here, guys. Go subscribe to the Unusual Couple Podcast YouTube channel if you are not. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over there. We do weekly podcasts. This upcoming week is going to be a full-on Stranger Things talk, maybe looking ahead to season 5, kind of recapping some things. Go subscribe, though. The link is in there right now. And again, I know there's a lot of you guys in here. I'm trying my hardest to get to as many as I can. There's so many. There's a lot of repetitive questions, so I'm kind of skipping over those. But if you want to guarantee your question, comment, or concern gets answered, Super Chat is the way to go. It highlights for me. It also is a way to help support the channel. It would mean the world. But you guys just being here means a lot already. You've killed it with support today.
So true.
Shout out Alex, the Unusual Couple Podcast. We love doing it. Big supporter of the Unusual Couple right here. Go subscribe, guys. It really would mean a lot. Let's see.
Did you click on that super chat?
Oh, we have a super chat. Thank you so much for the super chat. I think Max will get possessed, and Lucas and them will read the letter to go get her unpossessed, like Will in season 2? ? Could be. I honestly think I think Max has had enough trauma to the point where like she either needs to live out her days in peace, or they need to just let her die peacefully.
Leave my woman
because
alone.
They can't put her through any more trauma. From the Billy death to her getting almost killed by Vecna and Dear Billy to this finale situation. It's really concerning, guys. It's very concerning, actually. So we'll see what happens, but I'm a little worried. you think Steve will die and make babysitter Jonathan? Jonathan could not be the babysitter if his life depended on it. This is the babysitter right here, right? I mean, I'm not shitting on Jonathan.
They gave Jonathan the opportunity to be a babysitter this season, and he sucked at it. They almost got shot.
Oh, absolutely. Do you think Vecna will target Dustin because of his trauma with Eddie?
Who's to say?
It's kind of scary, isn't it?
A little.
It's very scary. When Max was dying, 11 gave her some of her power so she could stay alive. That's an interesting question. I think the Duffers themselves don't actually know the answer to this. They're gonna figure it out in the off season, like it's a football season. But again, we will see what happens with that. All right, trying to find a question here. What do you think of Brenner's death? I thought it was kind of sad to see a villainous presence go from season 1 because he is an OG, but at the same time, he needed to die. He'd done enough damage to 11 and her like mental health and everything, so it was probably a proper death.
He was a gaslighter.
He was a gaslighter near the end, dude. It was bad. It was sad to see. Will season 5 have a time gap? Yeah, like at least a year, I would say. They usually do about a year. So I don't know how though, right? Like it feels like this season's ending more than any of the other seasons' endings feels like the most we are going to continue right where we left off type of season. The other ones, it's like there's room for a gap. There's closure, but there's a threat looming. But this one's like they're literally standing on a hillside looking into the abyss is what it feels like. Like how can you just time jump after that?
This is true. I think they're considering a time jump, but they don't know for sure.
Did the others know Hopper's alive? Great question. I don't think they know yet, like Steve and them.
Oh, right.
But I think they will find out.
Yeah.
You know what I thought for a second? Let's talk about this. When they showed the main characters on the hill looking out, I legitimately thought that like everyone was about to die in an explosion and then it was going to cut to black. Because I remember Millie Bobby Brown saying like, you guys are going to be pissed when the end, like when it ends, you're going to be screaming at the TV. And like, I wasn't, but I really thought that was going to happen for a second.
I was screaming at my TV.
Yeah, you were. You was. You indeed were. Excuse me.
I just can't believe they killed him.
People saying I cried when Eddie died. Eddie's death was sad.
It's the way that like they brought in the character of Eddie and they made him more dynamic than arguably half of the characters they've had for multiple seasons, and then they come on.
It's sad, and they've done this before, but like he's more likable than Bob. He's more likable than Alexi, so it's a little different. What were your feelings when Hawkins started to merge with the Upside Down? I was like, we're in it now. There's no going back. We are in too deep. That's kind of how I felt. I was like, we have reached the point of no return with this show to where we can have a peaceful real world that is unaffected by this nonsense. That's kind of where we're at. So, yeah. You sent a DM to Sadie on Instagram. Well, thank you for the super chat. And very cool. Yeah, Sadie Sync's pretty awesome. So thank you. Lucas or Eddie? Gun to your head.
I don't want to answer that question.
I mean, they're just such different characters.
They really are. Like, in actuality, like, I identify with the character of Eddie a bit more. Like, I just have more in common with him. But I love Lucas. Like, Lucas is like my baby. So it's hard for me to answer.
Mm-hmm. Fair. The stakes are so high for season 5. Braden says they're through the roof, man. They're through the stratosphere high, and it's very concerning. I'm very worried for the fate of a lot of these people. And I said this in my like seasons ranking. This season, the stakes were the highest they've ever been, and they're only going higher. The world is now melding with the Upside Down. You can't get bigger than that. This is the final, the beginning of the end, as Vecna himself said. So it's pretty nuts. All right. How can you explain Erica being 11? She looks like she's in high school. Yeah. They definitely, and the Duffers have talked about that. They have to do some kind of time jump, but I don't know how far in time they can jump. It's kind of concerning. Who knows? We got a super chat. Thank you so much again, Pokebuzz. I watch your shorts. Huge fan. Also writing a song. Well, good luck with the song, and thank you again for the support. It really does mean a lot. I love doing the YouTube
Erica
shorts.
looks like she's in middle school if we're looking at it in retrospect of the other kids looking like they're in high school.
Yeah.
I think the only kid that doesn't look like he's in high school is Mike. Because he's a tall and lanky fella. But I think the rest of them I could buy.
Do you think 11 will go back in time to make everything right? Absolutely not. I'm avidly against the time travel thing.
Yeah, I would hate that.
I'm just against it. Does pineapple belong on pizza? From Nick.
Never tried it.
It's not terrible. I haven't had it in years. I'm not an advocate for it. I've had it once or twice. I didn't think it was the most disgusting thing I've ever eaten, like a lot of people do. Here's what I'll say. Try before you deny. That's what I'll say. James, how you doing? Hope all's well, James. Do you believe in the D&D theory? Absolutely not. Where the whole show's a D&D game. That would suck. That'd be like the lowest rated finale on IMDb, probably. Try before you deny, people. What's the best scene in the show? Damn good question. Lots of thought to go into that one. How about
Dear Billy? Is like really.
Oh yeah, when she's running at the end of Dear Billy, that has to be in consideration for the best scene in the show. To me, the scene where it was cutting between the Russia storyline, 11 fighting Vecna, and this was in the finale. But when Hopper had like the sword and like the variation of like the instrumental, like running up that hill played, that by far has to be one of the best in the entire show. So I'd go that right now, but also running up that hill.
My top 3 favorite scenes.
Go for it.
Running up that hill.
Okay. From Dear Billy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Eddie playing the guitar.
Okay.
And the scene where Eddie lived happily ever after and graduated. It was a director's cut. Y'all didn't see it, but I saw it.
Interesting. For sure. Interessante. The chat's moving so fast. I'm trying my best to keep up. The scary Lucas scene gave me chills. That was a very chilling scene. Do you like Argyle? I like him. He's a nice dude. You know, no disrespect to him. I think he's funny. You know, he adds that comedy that we've kind of been lacking in the season because it's been so freaking dark. Who do you think created the Upside Down and where did it come from?
11 that created it. I think the Duffer Brothers confirmed it.
Yeah, you know, I'm really interested to see more of the lore and like the mythos of the Upside Down in season 5, like the actual origin, like everything. I want like an Upside Down 10-15 minute sequence that dives into how this entire universe's existence and its role in the world. I want that. I don't know if we'll get it, but I think the Duffers said in an article that they're kind of gonna go that way. So I really hope that we get that. Where do you get the Hellfire shirts? Hot Topic. I lost the question in the chat, but I saw it.
We got them at Hot Topic, but we also got them like a week before the show actually dropped. Like Volume 1 dropped. So
we went the week of. That's where I got my thinking cap right there too. Eddie deserved to graduate. That's a fact.
So much.
Yep. Eddie died a hero. It was sad when he died. It was tragic.
It was his year.
It was his year. Robin or Nancy? I gotta go Robin.
After season 4?
Yeah, go for it.
Nancy.
Okay.
Robin?
Nancy's a badass, dude.
Robin didn't really do shit, respectfully. Like, I love Robin, but like I don't like the way they wrote her in season 4. Season 3, I'd pick Robin. Season 4, Nancy.
Okay. I like Robin a little more, but I don't. Nancy's a top 10 character, I think, objectively. I think, like, I really do.
You have to love Natalia Dyer.
Yeah, absolutely. Season 1, Natalia Dyer. I was, I think, 16 when the show came out. I was in love with her. So there you go. Steve or Eddie?
I don't think you want me to answer that.
Steve for me.
Eddie.
Steve or Dustin? You won't hurt my feelings.
Steve.
But it's close.
Well, actually, I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
After this season, maybe Dustin. What?
Where'd you get that clock behind you? Do you see the clock?
That's really weird that thunder just happened.
Thunder happened outside as I said that. Vecna confirmed. Is there a clock behind us, guys? I'm scared. Do you think Henry's dead? No. Not at all. Coming back in what's that song? I'm getting back on track. Yeah, he's back. Max or Lucas? I think we asked this one earlier. I'm gonna have to say in season 4. It's tough. Honestly, Max kind of carried. Joyce or Nancy? Joyce is a slept-on character. We don't show enough respect to Joyce in our character.
I love
rankings.
Joyce.
Joyce is awesome. Joyce she's a loving mother. She's deeply caring, and she means well. Season 4 or season 3? Oh. Why didn't 11 tell the others that she brought Max back to life? Interesting.
She probably didn't know that it worked.
Yeah, that's fair. Season 4 or 3, I gotta go 4. 4 at the moment.
Same.
4 at the moment. Eddie died, although he did take the shield instead of getting to dust him when the bats came through the vent.
Eddie died.
We have a super chat.
And I died with him.
Another super chat. Thank you so much. Is it Louis or Lewis? I probably said it one of the ways correctly, so I apologize for the incorrect. Season 5 prediction. Steve is going to have Nat sacrifice, and L is going to have Tony sacrifice endgame style. That would be something else. I think I could see 11. I've been saying this for, I'd say, years now. 11 dying with the upside down. Like, she is like, everything got turned upside down when she arrived, so it kind of has to go back to normal. She has to leave. I could see that happening for sure. Steve, though, yeah, Steve could go too. It'd be sad to see, but he could go for sure. Did you feel any sympathy when Brenner died? Did you, Cam? Any sympathy when Brenner died? Any sympathy when Brenner died? No, none.
No.
Yeah. What happened to Dustin's leg? He fell and kind of broke it when he jumped through the upside down. And so, like, I think that he inadvertently kind of damaged himself, and that's never a good thing. So that's
the thing that could haunt him. Like, you didn't try hard enough to save Eddie.
Yeah.
Type energy.
For sure. I agree. Max or L? I gotta go Max. I like L, but I don't love her as much as other people do. Joyce or Hopper? Hopper, but Jopper. How about we just combine them and say Jopper? We're gonna cheat the system.
Joy boy.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh, I saw a question
about Snape.
I saw a question that said, why couldn't Lucas and Max talk in the Creel house? They couldn't talk and their shoes were off because they couldn't make noise, or else Henry would know that Vecna would know that they're in the house. That's why when Max wanted Vecna to find her, she started talking.
This is a fact. This is a fact. Very well thought out children. They're pretty smart kids. The Duffer Bros says it's going to be a kill streak. I mean, we'll see. We'll see if they kill a bunch of characters in season 5. That would just be brutal. I think, you know what? Do you think they should do volume 1 and 2 for season 5? Or do you think they should drop it all at once? I think they will drop it all at once, probably.
I actually might like a volume 1 and 2.
I like volume 1 and 2 more, probably, but I think they'll drop it all at once. But we'll see. I mean, hell, they might actually like to split it after this.
No, yeah, they might do. First, I know that this is like definitely the best numbers they've ever had. So I think they might split it for 2 reasons. Number 1, because it worked out well this time. And number 2, the reason they split it this time is because they still had a lot of VFX to do.
Yep.
But they wanted to get it out. So they split it.
Yep.
So that might be something to do again.
Valid. Absolutely valid. Mike or Will with ease. Oh, it's just lightning right outside the window. Big lightning. We might get a thunder in a second. It's coming. It might thunder soon. Bald Eagle or Jonathan? Murray with ease over Jonathan. Thunder. It's going to rain. Let's see. All right. Keep the questions coming, guys. I'm loving it. We're having fun. I'm enjoying it. Thank you, guys. We got 610 people in here. We just gained like 20 subscribers to the Unusual Couple podcasts. Go check it out. We have a podcast. The link is in here. Thank you guys so much for checking out. We have 836 likes. If you guys are in here, hit that like button. Let's get you 1,000 likes. That is a goal for the stream. 1,000 likes for Stranger Things War Volume 2. Hit that like button. It takes 2 seconds. It's a way to help support the channel. It would mean a lot. Go subscribe to Cam. All our stuff's linked down below. Follow me on all my social medias linked down below as well. I do TikTok, Instagram. Keep the questions coming. I mean, I'm enjoying it. I'm having fun. And let's just keep them coming. Cam, do you want to pick one out?
Steve or Joyce for best mom?
I
would have to say Joyce.
As funny as it is to say Steve's a great mom, I don't know. Joyce is so dedicated.
Yeah.
You agree? Like, Joyce is out here doing them like the absolute best. The posters they have been really cool, from like the character posters and everything. I mean, I agree. Enzo or Yuri? Enzo. Yuri's kind of a bum. The peanut butter smuggler. I don't really know how I feel about him. Like, he's all right. So we'll see. Do you think Robin and Vicky will get together? Yeah, we kind of talked about that. I think Robin and Vicky will end up together. Ultimately, I think they're kind of like the end game. So we'll see. We shall see. Lumax, or which ship name do you like more?
Lumax.
I'm a Lumax kind of person.
I would hate it if I was called Mucus.
Yeah, I don't like that one. That one's kind of gross. Mucus. Mike and Nell or Susie and Dustin?
Susie and Dustin.
Turn around.
Doozy.
Look at what you see. I said this in a video recently. Season 3 is like, we're not going to get more fun and light than season 3. And it's still dark, but like season 3 is peak like lightheartedness and like fun 80s. So that's just kind of what it is.
Yes.
Ooh, wait, hold on.
Seth is unnecessary.
Just finished watching.
How you doing, Megan? I'm
brutal,
unwell.
brutal.
Been unwell
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah, it is tragic. Rest in peace, Eddie. Pretty much rest in peace, Max. Like Max is out of commission.
Look at what you
See. Steve and Nancy, absolutely. I'm a Stancy guy. I don't care what anyone says. I like Stancy. Let's see. We've answered, by the way, I know a lot of you guys are asking about Jason's death. We've talked about that a few times in the chat, so make sure to check out the replay or go back and check that out. Also, hit the like button if you guys are in here. Let's get to 1,000 likes. I believe, like Ted Lasso, I believe we can do it. We're at 864. Let's do the damn thing. Hit that like button if you guys are here. It would mean a lot. Who carried season 4? No bullshit. Who carried season 4?
Max.
You think so?
And Eddie. Genuinely.
I high key think Dustin carried. Like if we're talking like nothing would have got done without him. Nothing would have got done without Dustin.
Word.
Power banks high. Jason got full on mauled. He really did. I said that earlier. Actually, he got Darth mauled and Thanos simultaneously, which is just insane to me.
Word.
Yeah, and if you guys, I actually agree with Will. If you guys keep spamming the question, it just makes it harder to read, and it's unfortunate for everyone else who's been in here trying to get their question answered. So, please don't spam the same questions over and over.
My head is paused on. Look at me smile.
So sad. Run back that edit. I love the edit. Run it back. Everyone pay respect to this. It's just so rude.
I can't keep.
It's honestly like upsetting as hell. Never change.
I can't believe
The way he says like never change. Like he
believe
sees the good in him. It's so upsetting. It's so incredibly upsetting.
I can't believe they killed him.
He's gone. I'm deeply sorry.
I'm only on the floor for a little bit.
Okay. That's fine. My butt hurts. I'm gonna be real with you guys. My butt is numb.
I know that shirt gets uncomfortable.
My arse is numb. All right, let's run it. Let's do a little speed round action. All right, let's see what we got working with here. We got 570 people in here. Welcome in, everybody. All right, more heroic death, Eddie or Billy? Eddie. Are you sad Eddie died? 100%. Yeah, 100%. Dustin and Eddie or Steve and Dustin? We kind of talked about this earlier. This season, Eddie and Dustin, but like season 2, Steve and Dustin Cam, goated, and no one can deny that.
Yeah, I agree.
How do I send in a super chat? There should be a little S feature, and you can do it there if you feel so inclined.
I think
it's like a $sign looking thing, so that's what an S is, I guess. Yeah, I'm smart. Yeah, it's a $sign. Do you think 11 and 8 are going to reunite? I do not. Let's see. Eddie's death seemed really unnecessary. Made no difference in the plot. What do you think?
I agree.
It was a little like it was sad as hell. Do not get me wrong, but it was like, why did you need to kill him? I think they had to have a death, kind of like we talked about earlier in the stream. They had to have a death, and so it was like, why not kill Eddie? Dude, let's follow our trope and kill him. That's kind of what they did. So there you have it. Could you toss me the thinking cap? I want to throw it on. I gotta rep my boy. This is in memoriam of our king Eddie. This is in remembrance.
I'm so sad.
Thinking cap. All right. Who are the 5 deaths? So I think that was BS that they said 5, but the 5 deaths, if we want to get technical with it, I don't think there was 5. I think the body count is Brenner, Jason, Eddie, Max is like 4, and there's no other one really of significance. So that's kind of what we're rocking with right here. Do I think 01 is 11's dad? Hell no. Do you, Cam?
No.
I think that's another one of those runaway train theories that just kind of gets out of hand. That's kind of where I'm at with that one. Do I think Max will survive a coma? Again, we've addressed this one a bunch, but I'll answer it one more time because it's been a while. I don't know. I do not know. I think she could die, Peggy Carter style, if you're any Marvel fans in here. But she could die like midway through season 5, and that could motivate them. But if they did that, why not just kill her and leave her dead in season 4 to make it a little more impactful? Dusty Bun, is Owens dead? I don't think Owens is dead. Duff Rose are going to regret killing him. 100%. Hannah with the Eddie profile picture. I agree. They're going to regret killing him. They probably regret killing everyone except, I don't know, Barb. I wouldn't regret killing Barb. She's kind of lame to me. Let's see. Do you think Vecna took Will in season 1? Absolutely. It's kind of revealed that Vecna is responsible for everything, and if you go back and watch things, it's kind of interesting to see from a different POV. It definitely feels like it's all Vecna, and knowing about Vecna, you can kind of tell. Eva says Bob is overrated. Thoughts, Cam? Bob newbie superhero overrated? No Bob slander, guys. No Bob slander. Favorite moments of the finale. Alice is the Eddie guitar solo. Would you agree?
Yes.
For me, I'm going the Hopper reunion with 11. It gave me chills. It made me teary-eyed. It was phenomenal. Henry is Anakin Skywalker from a different universe. Interesting. It's crazy how there's been one bad episode in the entire show. That is pretty crazy. And it's not even like the worst episode of TV ever. I'd watch that over some bad episodes from other series. By the way, let's see how many likes we're at. Let's get to 1,000. I believe, guys. Like Ted Lasso, like the Polar Express. I believe we're at 889 likes. Let's hit that like button if you're in here. I'm trying to hit 1,000 likes on a stream. That would be absolutely bonkers. And by the way, check out the Stranger Things reaction that me and Cam did to the episode. It's on my channel now. And subscribe to the Musical Podcast channel. We do. It's linked down below, I think, or if not, I'll drop the link right here in chat. Go subscribe right here, guys, on Usual Couple Podcast YouTube channel. What are your thoughts on Chrissy and Eddie as a couple?
Me?
Yeah.
I think she's 17 and he's 20.
Well, thoughts on this? This is from the babysitter. Can we please appreciate how Eddie said, Chrissy, this is for you?
Yes, I think
that did hit. Sweet. That was really sad.
That was very sweet.
Cheese Overlord says, I wish Eddie just ran away.
Yeah,
I kind of do too. Where do you think Enzo and Murray went at the end of season 4? I think Enzo's back in with his family, just off screen. I think Murray is with his fam probably, or excuse me, he doesn't have a fam. He's probably with at his house, just chilling right now. I think he's probably just vibing, honestly. Brenner's plot armor. Wow, interesting. Is Vecna the Mind Flayer? We kind of talked about this earlier. They're kind of connected in a way that's hard to describe in the amount of time we have. Thank you for the super chat, Megan. Thank you with the super sticker. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed it. I know you're happy that the babysitter lives, but we can't talk about that in front of Cam. It's a sensitive topic because Eddie's gone.
Yeah, literally, fuck you. Jenna posted our story. She posted a picture of Steve, and she's like, at least we still have him. And I said, please give me at least 24 hours before you start opening.
Oh, man. Theory, do you think everyone killed in previous seasons will have a hive mind and in season 5, they try to invade Hawkins? Eddie being one of them. Interesting take. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think they're going to let bygones be bygones and let the dead bodies be dead bodies. Megan says, babysitter and baby daddy are alive. Hopper and Steve, baby, woo! And baby brother, Dustin. So we got all three of them. Will die. 50-50 shot. And flip a coin on it. Depending on the day you ask me, from now until season 5 comes out, maybe not. It's hard to say. If you guys are spamming, I'm gonna have to do that. I'm gonna have to do this just because it's making the chat hard to read. Sorry, guys. Do not spam your questions, please. Someone said Eddie deserved it.
Block him.
I will not tolerate that disrespect. That is unacceptable, in my opinion. Do you think Billy's arc was over when he died? Yeah, pretty much. He came full circle.
I sound like you were about to say sacre bleu.
Blasé.
Oh, yeah, that's a good word I used.
Yeah, that was. Megan says our top 3s are the same. Yeah, they are. Taste.
Must be nice.
Jordan says, I reckon 11 gave Max powers to save her. That's what a lot of people have been kicking around in this chat. I don't know how I feel. Don't know how I feel. Would you rather have had a different song in the concert? I'm assuming by this Silas. This person's name is Silas, by the way.
Whoa.
Yeah. I'm assuming you mean you mean that they didn't play Master of Puppets and they played something else. Is that what you're saying?
My last name is Silas.
Let's let it focus for a second. Let's see. Bet. There we go.
Did I fuck it up?
No, you're good. Now it's good.
My last name is Silas.
It is. But yeah, I liked Master of Puppets, and we kind of knew it was going to be that going in, but it was still sick. It was still cool. I'm going to take the hat off for a second. Let the hair show. Vecna looks like Squidward, not going to I don't know why that made me laugh, but it just did. That's actually kind of true. He looks like what's that version of Squidward? Like the uber masculine Squidward like when he's playing the clarinet and that painting.
like, chiseled one?
Yeah. Chiseled Squidward. Thank you for the super chat, Brit MMA. I appreciate that.
The amount of people that have texted me, I'm so sorry for your loss, or are you okay?
It's like she lost a family member.
They know that Eddie and everyone knows that Eddie and Max are like my favorite characters, specifically Eddie. But like, the amount of people, they're like, I was thinking of you the whole time. Thank you.
We're probably going to go a little longer and then we'll wrap it up. But you guys have been killing with the support. If you're here on the replay, thank you. I know not everyone's in here live because time zones are weird. And it's also Friday night. But thank you guys if you decided to spend any time on the stream. We're going to keep going for a minute. It just thundered outside. Or lightning, I should say. But yeah, keep the questions coming. Let's see how many likes. Is it possible to hit 1,000? I believe. We're at 935. If you guys are in here, hit that like button. I'm gonna add a comment and say, make sure or help me hit 1K likes. Help me hit 1K likes. We're so close. Let's do this thing.
We can say live to hit 1K likes.
Saturday Death. Alexi ready. Eddie.
Eddie is the saddest death in Stranger Things, and I
show.
don't think that any death will top it unless it's like a main character.
Eddie's the saddest death in the show, unless like a main, unless there's the season 5 death, because the rest of the characters are mains.
Yeah.
So even like a Jonathan death could be really devastating. Dude, Joyce, Will, and Nancy.
Okay, maybe.
and Heroes, whichever one plays Heroes, it's game over. That song we'll get to watch.
I think that song should only be used on Will.
More heroic death, Bob or Eddie? Eddie, because Bob's death was so like
Bob's was accidental.
Yeah. Eddie was like, I'm going out like a hero. So like
Bob, like
he said, "F it, we're going out." Do you think Max is gonna have memory loss? I saw this somewhere. It said, "Do you think Max will have memory loss?"
No.
After the coma, I think she'll be all right. Because why keep her around? You know, is Max brain dead? We don't know. She's not brain dead. I don't think she's conscious enough to.
I think this isn't something that we're gonna know until the Duffer Brothers confirm it or
that
not.
Was a fact. They have to write it still.
A lot of people are interpreting like Max. I mean, when 11 like says Max and like she's in that black area and like there's nothing around her. That's a lot of people are interpreting that as her being brain dead.
Yeah, welcome in, Marina. Just got here. Will's about to have an entire season to himself. It's going to be epic. Yeah, he's going to be like the front and center guy. I think Will for sure is.
As he should.
Nev says, "Cam, your reaction to Eddie's death makes it 100 times sadder. I am bawling." Yeah.
I've been told that my crying can move people.
Move mountains.
Put me on a show. I would get an Emmy so quick, dude. Because I can cry. I can cry at the drop of a nail. Or
this is a fact. I see it daily, and I'm not saying that in a mean way.
Literally play Married Life and I'm
tears
gone for.
Yeah. Or now I guess it's When It's Cold. I like to do that song.
What if I made an edit? No, a Max edit.
Good Lord, God help us.
Here they come.
Jacob says, "Can we talk about the filming of that 11 helicopter scene? Duffers are so talented. It was elite.
The Duffer Brothers are the most talented directors in the business right now. Will die on that hill.
They're really impressive, and I think we don't give them enough credit as a society.
Imagine what they could do with a movie. They basically just did something with a movie. Honestly,
you're not wrong, Cam. What do you think happened to Sam Owens? I'll address this. This is the last time I'll address it, just because we talked about it a lot. I think he's just being held captive by the government right now. I think he's chilling.
This moment of Dustin, sorry, this is so off topic, but I'm like working on an Eddie edit right now, and it's a happy one because I'm sick of all the sad Eddie edits, so I'm making one of him being hot. But this moment of Dustin where he like made that bat joke, and then he made that face where he's like,
yeah,
that's he's such a baby, you know what I mean?
I'm just a baby.
He is just a baby.
I literally just finished it, and oh my gosh, talk about an emotional roller coaster. You're damn right about that. It'll make you cry. It'll make you happy. It's all the damn things. Jason with another super chat. Jason, a goat, is still in here. He says, excuse me, Jason, sorry. "You made me tear up, Cam, and I never watched the show. Understandable that we are close to the characters."
Yeah.
You should just like, it sounds like companies should just hire you to cry for them in commercials.
They should. No, they should like hire me to cry at their shows. Like if Umbrella Academy has a sad scene, like they should hire me to react to their show and I'll cry.
No need to be sorry, Jacob, because I agree with you. Duffers do the Force with 11 better than Disney Plus stars right now. You're not even wrong. You're onto something. By the way, Jason, thank you again for that super chat. You're an absolute legend. The way he looks at him is so when we're talking about Eddie looking at Dustin, the way he looks at him is like so hopeful for like this kid's future. Like, you're just a lovable, sweet kid. You're just so good and kind-hearted, and it's like never change. The score too. Damn them for having such a great score. The way he looks at him, it's so sad, guys. I'm serious. Rip Eddie. Rip Eddie in the chat. Rip Eddie in the chat. It's too much, man.
I need a tissue.
My hand's damp.
I'm sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. If Eddie was real, your girlfriend would book a funeral for her. For Eddie, I guess, is what he meant. Movies and Train Studios, what's good? I'm assuming you just finished. Welcome in. I hope you're doing all right, sanity-wise, because I know it can take a toll, so I hope all is good. Do you think that Robin is the Russian spy? That's the most outlandish theory I've heard in the entire show, Chase. I've heard it. I made a video about it. I truly believe that is the craziest theory I've heard in the existence of Stranger Things, that Robin is a Russian spy.
No, it's not the craziest theory. Remember when people thought that Karen was going to be Alice Greer?
That was bullshit. And you know what else was bullshit? That Eddie was 10. Those are the three bullshit theories.
Well, maybe if Eddie was 10, he would have lived. So.
Damn. Do you think Lucas deserves a main character arc in season 5? Absolutely.
Someone said you look like Dustin.
Me? I don't know if that's a compliment or not, but
with the hat on, probably.
I think Dustin's a handsome fella, so thank you. Should I stay or should I go? California Dream and Neverending Story Running Up That Hill. Let's just rank them. Fuck it. I'll go number 1. Should I stay or should I go? Number 2. Running Up That Hill. 3. California Dream and 4. Neverending Story last, but it's still good.
Neverending
Story.
Should I stay or should I go?
Turn
Running Up That Hill, Neverending Story, California Dreaming.
Okay.
Just because I think Neverending Story is just fun to sing.
Yeah, it is fun to sing.
Given that there's like still 400 people in here, that's crazy.
Thank you guys, 460 people. Make sure to hit that like button. We are desperately crawling towards 1,000 likes on the stream, which would be a record. We're at 967, guys. Hit that like button if you're on the replay as well. I know there's going to be a lot of people on the replay. Thank you. I hope you all enjoyed our discussion, and we're going to keep going for a little bit while. I think we're having fun. You good?
Yeah, I'm making an edit.
Cool. All right. We have another super chat here from Delos Gaming. Thank you, Delos. Thanks for being a therapy session. I've been up since 6 in the morning, and I watched it twice already. Yeah, well, Godspeed. Oh, here you go.
I'm only going to put one in so I can just hear the music.
Here you go.
I don't want to bother the stream.
Yeah.
But I'm still here, I promise.
Godspeed. I'm glad we could be of, service with the talking it out. I hope a lot of you guys this was therapeutic for you, because I know not a lot of people have, if you have friends or family, they might not have finished yet. So this could be a place for you guys to come, spew your thoughts out and talk about it. It's been a lot of fun. We have another super chat in here from Person. Luke, thank you for the $2, Person. Lucas or Mike? Lucas for sure. Yeah. 100% Lucas. Let's see. Did you cry when Will cried?
Oh, always. That's what me and Noah Snap have had in common. Our crying can make other people cry.
You can bring the movie to tears, I guess, huh?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Someone said Lax sounds better than... Yeah, why is someone saying Lax? Luke's and Max. Lax. I love that. Lax, bro. Lax. Why is no one saying that?
Because Lumax is more fun.
Lumax is like a Harry Potter, like Lumos Maximus. That's what I think of every time I hear it. 100%. So, yeah. The feeling of sadness when Max's arms cracked, that less sadness and more just petrified. I was genuinely petrified when I heard her crack. Like, you can watch our reaction. It was freaky. Do you have the Edo Funko Pop? We have 2. We each have one. That thing is going up in value. You know what? I'm going to check the Funko app right now. That thing is like, because Eddie is dead, spoilers, obviously. I think his value on the pop price guide has actually gone up significantly. So we're going to check that out. He's worth $60. He was only $12 when you buy him at Target, but that pop has now gone up a lot. You know what probably went up is Eddie's mini, the pop mini. I bet that one went up too. How were there 4 chimes if Max didn't die? I think because she was clinically dead.
She was dead when it happened.
That's why I think that it happened. But you make a good point there. I think it's kind of riding your way out of it or around it, but that's kind of what just happens in society.
Is Steve Harrington warm it up again?
Steve with Bat or Steve Common?
Steve with Bat. Max.
We're talking about Funko
Max
Pops at the
Michael
Frozen
Myers. If we don't get an Eddie, with a Michael Myers mask. I'm gonna kill myself.
Dude, I agree. Will, thank you for the super chat. What are your guys' theories for season 5? I cried. Yeah, we both cried as well. Thank you for the super chat, by the way. I like the profile picture. What are your theories for season 5? My theories for season 5 is that we're going to see the OG kids headlining the season. Will, Lucas, Mike, Dustin together again as if it were season 1. And they're going to be, because if you really think about it, we've never had a season where the 4 kids that are playing D&D at the beginning are together from beginning to end. They were always split up every season. Season 1, Will is possessing the Upside Down. Season 2, Will is again messing with things. He's dealing with stuff. Season 3, everyone's kind of split up in their different groups. They're never all together fully, and I think they're really going to hone in on that this season, which I'm excited for. So that's my theory, that it's kind of paying homage. We're going to see a lot of parallels to season 1. So there's a theory for it. Thank you for the super chat. Do you think Angela will come back? I hope to God not.
Kill her.
Yeah, she deserves death more than most.
If I have to see her again and Eddie's dead, the world is cruel.
Bob, Alexi, or Eddie? Which that's the saddest. Eddie. Alexi, then Bob. I think Alexi's a little sadder than Bob. Is that crazy?
Yes.
Bob's sad, but it was like the moment Bob showed up in the show, I was like, Bob's dead. Bob's the definition of a dead man walking, I think. Angela or Jason? Jason. Angela sucks. At least Jason is.
At least Jason has
At
valid.
least Jason's fine until his freaking girlfriend
Angela's
dies.
just no, here's the thing. Jason is like
He's
psychotic,
okay, yeah.
but at least he has like valid reasons.
Yeah.
His girlfriend was brutally murdered.
Yeah.
Angela's just a bully and a
she's-
bitch.
I was gonna. Yeah, you said it, not me. Do you think season 5 will feel forced? Absolutely not. I think it's planned out from the start, from the Duffers. I think it'll be brilliantly done. I don't think it'll be forced. I think it'll be really well done. Let's see. Rank all the seasons. I actually have you can go to my YouTube shorts. I actually have one out right now where I rank all the seasons. You can check that out. I have ranked them. You want to rank the seasons real quick? I go from top to bottom, 2, 1, 3, 4. What's your top to bottom? Or excuse me, bottom to top.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay, cool. Fair. I do not think Max is fully dead. We see her alive at the end. Do you think Victor Creel will learn about Henry being Vecna? It's a good question.
Oh, it's possible.
We could see more. We could see more of him. Max is alive. She's just in like a coma right now, pretty much. Yeah, 100%.
Well, we know that she's alive, but like the thing is like, does this like do any brain damage to her? Like,
We'll see,
can
yeah.
she see? Can she move? Is she
We don't know.
paralyzed?
It's pretty scary, actually. Let's see how many likes we're at. We're trying to push to 1,000 right now. We're at 989. Let's get to 1,000 likes, guys. Hit that like button if you're near. If we hit 1,000, that'd be awesome. I'll do a little hats off to you guys. We won't see Victor again. I put money on it. Yeah, I doubt we'll see him just because the actor. It's a high-profile actor to get back. Robert Englund. Probably like a one scene type thing. Favorite Stranger Things quote. I lost it. But favorite Stranger Things quote.
That's presumptuous of you.
That's a good one. I'm gonna say that's a damn good question because I can't think of one right off the top of my head because I love a lot of them.
Turn around.
Oh man, that's a good one.
Look at what you see.
It's too tough, guys. I can't answer it on the spot. I apologize. Too tough.
I can think of a couple.
I don't know if I cried more for Eddie the second time or Max and Lucas the first time around. I lost my mind. They were both so sad.
You're an idiot, Steve Harrington.
Oh, bullshit. That's
Nancy
up
has
there
some
for
good
sure.
ones.
Nancy, yeah, she really does.
Friends don't lie. That's a good one.
Friends don't lie. Papa.
You are just like Papa.
Slurpee. Do you think Billy will come back in season 5? Yeah, I think Billy will be in it. Just like Barb, Billy will come back. Yeah, Angela deserves death. I kind of agree, honestly. She's not the best character. She's a terrible human being, actually. Bullshit. Yes, we got bullshits in the chat for Nancy. Take care of those sheep for me, someone said. Best quote.
All right.
Remember the hurt is probably my favorite quote. Try before you deny, bro, chachos. 86, baby. Yeah, these are the quotes. Keep the quotes coming. I like that. Do you think Master of Puppets was a good song for Eddie? Absolutely. I think it was fitting. I can't think of a better choice, actually. That metal, that kick-ass for a character. I mean, it was a dope scene. I really enjoyed it. Who's the most overrated character in the show? Do you want to get a hot take or not? Most overrated character in the show.
Steve.
Ooh.
After season 4, Steve.
11.
I don't think Steve did much.
Mine's 11, but I still like her a lot. I just think people have her at number 1, which I don't
I'm
agree
not
with,
a
but she's
Steve
great.
hater.
Bitchin's a great one, by the way. Great quote.
I'm not a Steve hater. I just think I've realized a lot of people have Steve at number 1. And like I feel like there's a lot of characters available to be your number 1. It doesn't have to be Steve.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I think the reason it's been Steve for number 1 for a lot of people for so long is because it's been like, oh yeah, Steve had the best character development out of all the other characters. I don't think that's true at this point.
Fair. Jacob makes a pretty compelling point here. Eddie's death wasn't pointless to me. If he didn't stay, the bats would have probably went to Robin, Steve, and Nancy, who you have in the vines at the time. Eddie staying gave everyone time. You're completely justified.
But the thing is, here's the thing. It didn't give them time because in actuality, it was maybe like
it gave them more
they
time.
wouldn't have gotten to. They would not have made it to the house by the time that Murray flamethrowed everybody.
You never know. You never know. How old will they be in season 5? Old, like 22. I want to say some of them 22. Like it as when they're filming, so like they'll be at least 18. And they're gonna be like have to be 18 show wise. I would say. Oh yeah, keep the door open 3 inches by Hopper. That's probably my favorite too. Yeah.
And for the sake of your dear old dad, leave the door open 3 inches.
That's probably my favorite quote too. I'm like a ninja from Steve. That's a good one from season 1. Chris, your shirt is awesome. Thank you, Abby. I love it too. Joyce, drive.
That's a good one.
That's a really good one. Totally tubular. Let's see. It's just the facts, Erica.
Oh, I'm 10, you bald bastard.
It's your grandma. That's a funny one from Hopper. It's your grandma.
It's your grandma.
You and I. I love Hopper. I didn't run this time.
He's like, nothing's wrong with Nana.
It's my year. I didn't run this time. People are coming for you, dude, with this Eddie quotes.
Y'all
they're
gotta stop.
coming. They're coming for your heart. It's my year. Yeah.
Yeah, the one that he said when he was happy in episode 1. I agree.
Oh yeah, for sure.
86, baby.
Yeah, thinking cap. Screw Todd. Steve's your daddy now. Do you ship Nancy and Robin, or who's your favorite ship? My favorite ship is Jopper, probably. I'm a big Jopper guy, but I like Stancy too.
I'm Lumax, Your Honor.
You can't spell America without Erica. That's a great one. This is music. Oh, that's a funny one.
Yeah, that's good.
This is music. Jesus H. Christ. He has some funny moments in this season for sure. He's a badass when Dustin tells Max that Steve's a badass. Turn around. Yeah. This is for Chrissy. Great one. I'm 11, you long-haired freak. Yeah. No plot armor. Who dies? Everyone. I think they all would have probably died, right? Mouth breather is a good one. Mom, get off the phone from Mike's a good one. If you die, I die.
If anybody asks, I left the country. That's Mike.
Do you think any of the Scoops troops will die next season? Maybe. Steve or Robin, maybe. But Eric is pretty safe, I think. But yeah, keep the questions coming. We'll go for about 3 more minutes, wrap at the 2-hour mark. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much for showing up, showing out. If you're new here, welcome. I'd love to, talk and get to know you guys. I have a bunch of other videos from Stranger Things to Marvel to Star Wars to DC, all the different types of movies. I have TikTok, Instagram. Cam has a YouTube. Subscribe to that. We have an Unusual Couple Podcast YouTube channel. Go subscribe to that. I'll paste the link right here. We do a podcast episode every single week. This upcoming week is going to be a Stranger Things kind of spoiler talk and looking ahead. So make sure, you stick around for that. But yeah, if you guys, if you're in here, are we at 1,000 likes yet? I'm not going to end the stream till we hit it. That's my goal. We're at 1,000 likes. You guys did it. Thank you so much. Sasha's in the house. A little last second.
She texted me.
Oh, she did?
Said, sending my condolences for your loss.
Yeah, sending my love to Cam.
But do you guys, before you end stream, do you want to see the sexy Eddie edit?
Yeah, we can go a little longer.
Yeah, let me get to the... It's just, bare bones edit.
This chat, it is Sasha. There was 800 people in here at one point. It's been nuts. Let's see it.
Harrington's got her. Don't you, big boy?
Goated. Can you? I know it's a lot, but could we run back that? I I want people to see the edit.
You want to watch the edit that made me cry on the floor?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm telling you guys, this is a fantastic edit. It moved me to tears multiple times.
Moves me to tears every time I have to watch it.
It's insane. Let's run it. Let's run it. Here we go. Here we go, guys. It's the hope in his voice. It kills me, dude. Never change. It's so fucked up.
It doesn't scream for me.
It's oh my gosh.
Doesn't scream for me is what does it.
It's too much. But yeah, like Eddie's death, guys, like brutal. And like I can't, like, I liked Eddie. I was really chill with Eddie, but like as someone who loved Eddie, I cannot imagine how you feel. Like, because I liked him a lot. I was moved to tears by it.
I've been trying to explain to Jenna. It's like Steve. It's because here's the thing. Eddie and Max are my top two. And like for Jenna, I'm like explaining to her, I'm like, it's like if Steve and Will died.
Mm-hmm.
For you, it'd be like if Steve and Dustin died.
Damn.
Like
uncool.
Not only if Steve and Dustin died, if Steve and Dustin died within 15 seconds of each other, mind you, it was the equivalent of like the whiplash you get when you watch No Way Home and it's like Aunt May died. There's two more Spider-Man.
Yeah.
It was like Eddie died. Now you have to watch Max die.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, the smile hurt. Everything about it hurt. The music, it was just brutal. Nancy Wheeler in the house. We got multiple Nancy saying, glad to know not the only one crying. Yeah, you're not alone. Trust me. I love the quotes. I know we're doing a little quote reading marathon there. We never would have upset you if you knew you had superpowers. Child endangerment from Erica. There's some great ones. I mean, I think, yeah, I think Hopper probably has my favorite ones. Oh, mornings are for coffee and contemplation. That's a good one too. Yeah. Oh, see, someone just popped in there. Yeah. Great minds think alike. Rest in peace, Eddie. You're a hero, not a freak. Absolutely. Rest in peace.
He died for a town that hates him. What got me the most in the episode was his uncle. Like, he puts up a new wanted poster like every fucking day because they deface his.
That was so messed up, dude. With demonic shit. Uncool.
And then he's like, I'll put up a wanted poster every day. That scene gave us a lot of closure. The only thing I wish we got was like a funeral for like the gang with him. But it was still, it was sad. Sasha says, I literally said to Christian that when Eddie said, I just need a second, that's what May said. Yeah. There's a lot of like, it's just sad. It's just so sad. Cam's going through it again. Look what we've done to her. Look what we've done. What have I done? We need to run the edit back and get the add fuel to the fire. I'm gonna watch the sexy edit.
Okay. Thank you for the super chat, Hyplex. Thank you so much for saying that. That really means a lot. I've enjoyed the hell out of talking about Stranger Things. It's been a blast. I'm gonna keep talking about it for a while, and I'm never gonna shut up about it. I don't care what anyone says. Steve is superior. Steve is the GOAT, the absolute legend. And
which one of them died a hero?
Steve is still alive, but he's going to die eventually, I think.
Which one of them did something this episode?
I mean, Steve was sidelined, guys. I've admitted it. Hopper was probably my GOAT this season if I had to rank, but Steve still, it's 1A, 1B, and they're swapping back and forth for me. Where's the shirt from? People want to know. Sasha wants to know. Where's
Firefly shop. I made a TikTok unboxing it. If you go to my TikTok and scroll.
Yeah, it's not my shirt. It's Cam's shirt. I'm wearing it. But Firefly. And it's Firefly, and it's if you like go to so
comfortable. Go to my Instagram and go to my
cool.
who I follow and type in Firefly and they'll show
Firefly. Up. Yes. Everyone go check them out.
Wait, I want to show.
I've been wearing the shirt since Firefly. Go for it. I'll keep it. I'll do a little speed around here. Which, by the way, we hit 1,000 likes. I know that was the goal. You guys killed it. If you were in here at any point, thank you so much for being in here. If you sent those super chats, thank you. If you're in here now, there's 362 people in here. I don't think I could talk to 362 people in a room. Ooh. That's clean.
I love this one. It looks like a normal sweatshirt on the front, right? It's just a butterfly. Psych, bitch. Eddie Munson fan club.
That's clean. I like that a lot. You can wear it to sleep tonight. This is just sad.
I am sad.
I feel for you.
Depressed.
The crew neck's clean. We have a super chat from Average Fan saying, what's the deal with the possessed guards?
Huh?
Is this referring to the prison? Was there possessed guards? Oh wait, I know what you're talking about. Yeah. There's that shot of the guy on the ground who's got the messed up face. I think that dude. I don't. To be honest with you, that's an afterthought to me. I'm gonna have to think about that. That's a great question. I think it could have to do with maybe just he was traumatized more so than possessed, but I could have missed something too. I gotta watch it again. It's been a long day.
No, didn't he like say that?
I honestly I'm not gonna lie.
He said that the mind flare went into other guards.
Okay, I missed that dialogue. That's why I need to watch it again. I missed a few pieces of dialogue in the Russia thing, just because I was like so anxious and just nerved up. So I got to rewatch it. But I got the gist of it, I think. Someone needs to call Max Red for Eddie. Oh my gosh, you Daredevil and Punisher fans. When he said Red, I literally thought of Punisher when he calls Murdoch Red. That was like, come on, someone needs to make that an edit. Owens alive. We talked about Owens earlier. If you guys want to check on the replay, we talked about Owens. We talked about Max. We talked about who's father. We talked about all those theories. So feel free to check that out on the replay. We talked about why, Eddie and all this different stuff. And yeah, I think we're nearing the end. We'll take a few more questions. We'll go for 5 more minutes. So make them good ones. We've answered a bunch of these, Thank you guys for being in here again.
Thank you to you guys that have stayed in here the whole time.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
It's insane. It's been 2 hours on a Friday night. I know you guys can be doing other things, so thank you. And I hope you guys enjoyed this season.
You're about to take your hat off like an old timey man, and be like, "Thank you from the bottom of my heart."
No, yeah, it's a lot to process. I still have to watch The Boys and Miss Marvel. I haven't seen those yet, the new episodes. So I have some catching up to do, but we're going to watch Stranger Things again soon for sure. Probably maybe part of it. I don't know. Maybe The Boys. I'm feeling The Boys.
I've just made the executive decision that Eddie didn't die. Mind over matter.
You're gaslighting yourself?
Yes, mind over matter. If I know anything about myself, I am a girl boss, I am a gatekeep, and I am a gaslight, and I will gaslight myself into thinking that Eddie is alive.
Whatever you need to do to sleep at night for your mental health, do it. But yeah, why did Eddie leave the guitar on the roof? I don't know. He was probably in a hurry. Let's see. Never change, Dustin Henderson. I wasn't planning on it. That line, yeah. I'm gonna watch Cam's edit and fall asleep and cry tonight just because. Oh yeah, I like boobies. You like boobies. Vicky likes boobies. That's one of my favorite quotes too. Yeah. To call back to some of the best quotes from the this season or the show in general. Excuse me. But you know what? I think that's a good note to end on because I think we can all resonate with that. But no, yeah. Thank you guys so much for being in here. If you're on the replay, if you're here live right now, it really does mean the world. The support really has been overwhelming to say the least. It's sad that Stranger Things is over, but I think we can keep it alive, guys. I think we bring this passion and I think we can keep the fire going until season 5 easily. There's so much to talk about. There's gonna be filming updates, news updates. It's gonna be
Someone
fun.
said, "Look at all those Funko Pops."
Yeah, Cam has a lot of them. It goes up, and actually, today I ordered the. We were trying to collect all of them collectively.
I also have a crap ton over there.
We ordered the Hopper Joyce Funko 2-pack with a flamethrower. Thing is sick. You know what? We need a Murray Pop desperately with flamethrower. But I think we're gonna wrap it up here for the live spoiler talk for Stranger Things 4 Volume 2. Thank you guys so much for being in here. Sasha says the king and queen of Stranger Things, y'all are the best. Sasha, you're the best. It's always great to catch up with those movies. Thor: Love and Thunder, of course. But yeah, thank you guys so much. So much. We enjoyed the hell out of covering this. Check out our reactions on our channels. Go subscribe to Cam's channel. I'm going to drop the link right here because I don't know if all you guys are subbed. Let me go. Let me go subscribe to Cam's channel. Lots of streams and follow her on Instagram too.
Yes, I'm so close to 50K on Instagram.
I'm going to go get your Instagram link real quick.
I'm getting tired and I
Cam is the Insta queen. Oh, look at that. That's cool.
Your reaction video is at 17K.
That's insane. That's really cool. Yeah, go follow Cam on her socials. They're linked down below as well. But Cam's the Stranger Things queen in my mind, and she always will be. And I love her.
He's only saying that because he knows that I
What do I know?
like to claim Stranger Things.
You do claim it.
Yeah, but you're saying that to make me feel better about myself.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Queen of Stranger Things, except her 2 favorite characters are dead. So,
Rip. But thank you guys so much for showing up. If you're on the replay, thank you. Make sure to hit the like button. Subscribe to the notification bell if you're not already. Podcast channel link. Yeah, I'll drop that real quick too. Go subscribe. Unusual Couple. Let me go to YouTube real quick and grab that. Unusual Couple podcast. You can look it up. We talk a lot of different. We're on a Stranger Things kick right now. But we also talk about Marvel, Star Wars. Let me leave this link real quick. I'm not used to right-clicking ever now. I'm used to using a Mac. All right, there's our podcast YouTube channel. Oh, nope, that didn't work.
This could be the end
What in the hell?
of everything.
All right, here we go.
So I know we go.
I think I got it.
All
right, I think I got it. It should be in there now. That's the Unusual Couple podcast. Go subscribe, guys. It would mean a lot. We're trying to hit 1,000 subscribers over there. But yeah, subscribe to the podcast channel. Follow Cam on all her social medias, linked down below. She kills it on Instagram. Follow me on all my social medias, TikTok, Instagram. I post a lot over there. Do tons of videos here on YouTube as well. And subscribe to the notification bell. Expect more Stranger Things shorts. A ton coming through the weekend.
A really sad Lumax edit for me to married life.
For sure.
Is it married life or marriage life?
Married. Thank you, Andrew. And we're probably gonna go relax for the night. Maybe watch The Boys or Miss Marvel.
Please, The Boys.
The Boys. I'm thinking The Boys sounds like The Boys ep 7. Guys, what are we doing? Hero Gasm was last week. The Boys is a great TV show to go watch. But that's gonna conclude our Stranger Things 4 Volume 2 spoiler talk.
Someone said we are Steve and Nancy.
Oh.
Does that mean we have to break up?
Maybe. I'm gonna go backwards, hat. No, I don't like it. That's gonna do it though. I don't really know how to wrap these things up. I just kind of jibber jabber on. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for all the people that stayed in here the whole time.
It really means a lot.
Thank you guys for 1,000 likes. Thank you guys for watching on the replay. If you're watching on the replay, make sure you hit that like button because it helps out the algorithm.
Feel free to check out some of my other content. I have a library of content that's not just Stranger Things. So I hope you guys will stick around for that when Stranger Things ends. It would mean the world.
I think people will stick around because you are a passionate guy when it comes to whatever you talk about, and that shows in all of your videos, regardless if the topic is Stranger Things or anything else.
Thank you. All right. Well, that's going to do it. I might get some ice cream. And have a good night, everybody. Love you guys. And we'll see you on the other side of the upside down, whatever that may be. Peace.